Buick GMC. TigerVision is brought to you in part by Conley Buick GMC, Conley Subaru, 662 Customs, Port Manatee, Arctic Air Home Services, Minnesota Pools, Clicking Spree, Garrett Richard, North River Prevention Partners, Full Circle Performance, Obie's Best Fresh Veg, WB3, DeVito's Auto, and the Manatee County Fair. Stay tuned, TigerVision will continue live after these messages.
Hey guys, Chris Conley here from Conley Buick GMC. We're excited to be back for another season of Palmetto football and TigerVision. Good luck this year and go Tigers!
Touchdown! Hello, I'm Scott Whitaker with Arctic Air Services. We started our business from the ground up and grew it based on the service end of the industry. We own over 50 vehicles, which we depend on every day to make our business run smoothly. We know the value and importance of offering great production and excellent service. That's why we choose Conley Buick GMC, because they provide us with the best cars and trucks and have a service department second to none. The next time you're in the market for a vehicle, I highly recommend Conley Buick GMC, where they'll treat you like family.
Hey, Ted here, Conley Subaru, and have we got a deal for you. Now till August 31st, lease a brand new 2021 Subaru Crosstrek Premium for as low as $265 a month, 36 months, with just $39.95 due at signing. That includes your down payment, your first month's payment, no security deposit, limited lifetime warranty, and 2 years of free maintenance. Visit us at conleysubaru.com or in person here at Cortez Road West. Conley Subaru, where we really do treat you like family.
And vaping and sports just don't mix.
Because I care about my lungs.
Because it's more addictive than cigarettes.
Because getting suspended doesn't look good on college apps.
Because we don't know the long-term effects.
Because it's stupid. What's your reason?
Hey guys, Chris Conley here from Conley Buick GMC. Kickoff's right around the corner. Buckle your seatbelts and hold on tight. It's time for some Tiger football.
Please remain standing for the pledge of our alma mater.
We are live broadcasting from the Ramble here in Sarasota, Florida. Tonight, as beachgoers a couple minutes west of us are viewing a spectacular sunset over one of the world's voted best beaches, Siesta Key Beach. We're bringing you a classic matchup of traditional powerhouse football programs as your Palmetto Tigers face the Sarasota Riverview Rams. Welcome to TigerVision as presented by Conley Buick GMC. The Palmetto Tigers have made the 19-mile trip south down Florida's Suncoast, and we are ready for some football. The atmosphere here tonight is fantastic. The band was playing Amazing Grace. We've got collard greens. We know behind us it is a football Friday night. We want to welcome you, the number one fans, to TigerVision as presented by Conley Buick GMC. Hello again, everyone. I'm Brian Varnador. I'm joined tonight by my broadcast partners, Rick Wells, Ken Burton Jr., Troy Bellamy with the Arctic Air Sideline Report, along with our statistician, Mr. Steven Johnson, in our Atlanta studio. If you haven't already, be sure to click like and then subscribe to our channel so you can stay current on Palmetto Tiger football. With that, I'm going to turn to my broadcast partner, Mr. Rick Wells. Rick, for your thoughts.
Hey, welcome everyone. Kenny, Brian, good to see you. Good to be back here. So as I'm driving into the parking lot this evening, I start to reminisce about all the great football games that the three of us have watched over the years, and I'm walking through the tunnel, and I walk onto this field, and then something new is looking at me right in the face. This brand new, beautiful turf field that was installed not too long ago here at Riverview High School, and the first thing I thought of was, how come we can't get one of those? This field is awesome. So, yeah, I just started thinking back some of the defensive battles that we've had here over the years. I go right to Day Hill, 3 interceptions and a half, and basically took that game over defensively. And, I think tonight the defense is going to really have to play that type of game. And offensively, we've got to figure some things out. Hopefully we've had a good week of practice, and the O-line is going to be so important tonight, just like it is every night. So what I'm looking at, Kenny, is has this O-line improved? Did they work hard this past week? And are they going to be able to pass block? Are they going to be able to give our young quarterback, Xander Smith, time to throw the ball? I thought that they did an outstanding job most of the game last week on run block. And we had some huge holes that even you and I witnessed from way up here. And, the running game was really something to be seen. But that passing game struggled only because Xander never had enough time. And we really have to shore that up to be able to beat Riverview.
Yes, Rick, your thoughts are spot on. Offensive line really needs to improve on the pass blocking tonight. And if they do that, we can throw the ball down the field, which will stretch the defense. And the other thing they need to concentrate on offense is finishing drives. From the 20 to the 20 last week, they were spot on. The turnovers killed them in the red zone. So we're going to need a very good red zone tonight. The defense is going to need to play well in our red zone tonight, because in the bigger picture, we need a complete game tonight, because this is our last dress rehearsal before district play starts next week. And if we don't have a good overall team effort, we're going to have a tough time when Manatee comes to Harley Stadium next Friday, Brian.
Yeah, and we look at Riverview over the years, what we see is a very disciplined team. You're always going to see a strong team. Going back, Ken, I think we were talking to Jaden Birch, the fine running back on Suncoast Media Days, and talking with Jaden. One thing they also do here, they actually have mental preparation also. So not only are they physically prepared, they're always strong, they're always physical. The defenses last week, they held the opponent to 2 points last week. It's something we see year after year after year. And some of the legends that have played here, like Todd Johnson that played here and coached a little bit here, the defensive philosophy is here, and they've got really good offensive balance. Quarterback, they're going to go with a 2-quarterback system tonight, and you'll probably see some Will Carter, number 2, and Joe Brochure's number 6. Jaden Birch is the fantastic running back, and then, receiving out there, number 4, Jerron Glover, the Michigan State commit, is fantastic. Really tall, really long. And then, you have those Bloom brothers. The Blooms have been playing here at Riverview forever. They're fantastic. And so Palmetto the captains are joining the team. Captains for Palmetto tonight would be Colin Hinia, Kwan Smith, Eric Brust, and Danny Hollis out there. And for the Rams, you have number 3, Tyree Smith, and then number 11, love this name, John L. Williams.
Why would you like that name?
A fantastic tailback that played fullback up there at UF many years ago. And
played in the league too.
Quite a talent. And if you like good backs, tonight you're going to see one in Jaden Birch. He's an outstanding young man. Kenny, you and I talked to him. He's a great student.
4.0 in the classroom, and was a great interview. Enjoyed talking to him back on Suncoast Media Day.
Now flip it, talking about defense. Defensively, the player there, we had 3 young men there on defense. The linebacker, number 3, which is Tyree Smith. He's got an amazing backstory. He represented the state of Florida in North Dakota in a wrestling tournament. One thing that you will not see him do is miss tackles. He is a world-class wrestler out there, and out of his Mike linebacker position, you're not going to see him missing tackles on our
He anchors the defense much like Jalen Wester.
Troy, jump in. Troy.
Mind if I jump in? I have Coach Marino here with us here on the sidelines. Coach, last week we had a tough week. Weren't able to get a lot of reps in because of the weather. A little better weather this week. How was your preparation this week?
It was great. The way the kids responded on Monday morning, it was Labor Day holiday, but it was a blessing because we had a chance to get out in the mornings. In the afternoons you're battling the storms and the heat, and in Florida. So it was a great practice Monday. Tuesday, another. That was the first time we were able to go full pad back to back, all preseason. So the kids responded the right way, and I'm excited to see how they go out and perform tonight.
Great, Coach. Thank you. All right, guys, you have it from the coach today.
All right, thank you very much. Now the Ram band is out there with a backdrop. I know my fans of Michigan football are liking that tune out there. But really, at Palmetto Tigers, we had a lot of incidents where our young men have been practicing in the gym. It's been too hot to play football. The rains have been too close, and then you have the first week, the game's canceled after 7 minutes into the first quarter. The next game is canceled, and then so it's really been tough for this Palmetto unit to have any cohesivity, any kind of continuity out there.
Yeah, it's been a terrible month for preparation. They basically come in here practicing with their basketball shoes on, not their cleats, and it's shown. I think Coach Marino made that very evident in his speech last week that, not only do you have to have, basically an animal instinct, but you got to be able to practice, and we really got outplayed in that second half last week against St. Pete Lakewood. And I always think about Riverview, linebackers always come to my mind. They've always had outstanding, very athletic, quick linebackers. Not always the biggest linebackers that you would see normally, but they are always in the gaps. They fly around the football, and I really don't expect anything different here tonight, guys.
Yeah, their defense is anchored. Ours is Jalen Wester. They have 3 returning linebackers. Brian, you talked about Tyree Smith. He's number 9 in the nation. You talked about him nationally. He's actually ranked number 9 in the nation in his weight division. He's number 3, and then also you're going to look for number 5 and number 7, the Bloom brothers, anchoring that defense.
Yeah, and as you watch, the Palmetto Tigers are going to kick this off. Won the toss, they deferred, and Joden Gallarado is going to approach this one and kick it away. We remind you to get a kick out of good service with our friends at DeVito's Auto, located in Ellington. Back to return, this is John L. Williams back there, along with CL3, as they call him here, Charles Lester III. Now, what we've seen out of Charles Lester III, he's a 167-pound cornerback, but very elusive, very dynamic in the return game.
And only a sophomore. I think
incredible.
I believe, yeah. So Those Bloom brothers, I'm glad that they're seniors. They have given us fits for several years.
Colorado kick system says high, short kick. And it's going to be fielded by Lester there. He takes it up. He's at the 20, 25. And he breaks a tackle. And then he's going to be tackled at the 32-yard line. Good return. Finally brought down there by a Tiger. Kind of, it looks like they're locked up there, Rick.
I think they're fighting for the ball, even though the play is dead. But neither one is going to give up.
And thank goodness he cut back. It looked like he was headed to the house.
I think
he cut back, and then it allowed some of our guys trailing to stop him. Otherwise, we'd be down 7-0.
You're absolutely right. He made the wrong cut on that.
Should have just kept going north and south, which is actually east and west here in high school football. So now, as you know, looking at that offensive line out there, you see a very big, athletic-looking offensive line here for the Rams.
They're led by number 73, John Petty, and other senior number 65, Brandon Walker, anchoring that offense.
Oh, and there's movement along the line. That's going to be a false start. Back him up 5 yards. It'll bring up a 1st and 15. Looks like out there taking the first snap will be Joe Borchers.
Interesting story about him. He played at IMG Academy last year, probably for the B team, transferred to Riverview, and is now their starting quarterback.
Hands the ball off to Birch, looking for a crease. Oh, and he makes a great run, about 7 yards on the play, brings up a 2nd and 8.
Yeah, thank good Riley Jackson was able to bring him down, and big hole and a big gain there on 1st down to get some of that yardage back from the penalty.
John L. Williams is out here in the slot. Big Borchers back there, takes a snap, and he hands it to Birch again, bouncing around. And this time he has nowhere to go. Gain of about half a yard on the play, going to bring up a 3rd, and we'll call it 6.
Yeah, everybody was forming the ball on that one, and Andrew Rumpf is the one that made the tackle, but just clogged that middle up.
Great start by the defensive line. Good sign early.
Looks like Palmetto's coming out in a 4 nickel look, and now Borchers looks. Throws out there wide, and he has a man out there. Williams tries to bring balls on the big hit.
That was a big hit for number 23.
He's going to get flagged for it.
James Simmons, is that going to be a high hit there?
And that's a very tough break for the Tigers coming up there. We'll pick it up on the perhaps pick it up on the Arctic Air replay here.
I heard it, but I didn't see the helmet, but they were right on it.
Yep,
so that's going to be a targeting, and that is a huge break for the Rams here. Palmetto Tiger defense was able to hold, looked very good, but that's going to move the chains. 1st down, Rams.
I mean, that just was a heck of a hit by Simmons. Let's see if we can pick it up here, gentlemen.
They're trying. There it is. So watch right there. The hit come. Bam, right there.
Shoulder on the
can't do well.
It looked like shoulder on the ball, but the big hit. Now the Palmetto Tigers swarm this one. It's going to be a loss of about 2 on the play. Birch really had nowhere to go.
That was Cedric Augustine on the hit there on the tackle.
He was the defensive player of the last week on Max Preps.
So here with 10:28 on the clock, the Rams, 2nd 11. And Palmetto Tigers are offside, so that is going to be a 5-yard penalty. That'll bring up a 2nd, and we'll call it 6.
Yeah, going back to that penalty, Kenny, I agree. I think that was a shoulder pad, not a helmet to helmet.
Yeah,
but
clean.
We need some replay in high school football.
So now here, Borchers awaits the snap. Look, he's looking for the deep ball, and he's got a good pass rush there, and he's tackled there by number 11, which is Greg Parker, the 6'3", 205-pound junior.
I actually think that was Andrew Rumpf that got in there and got the tackle. And number 11, as you said, Greg Parker was right there with him. But
cleaned it up.
A great job there by Rumpf.
Yeah, Rumpf turned him outside there. Just a good play by the Palmetto defense. Brings up a 3rd and 9.
Let's stay on sides, get these.
And now he looks like a screen he's looking for. Now he throws it out there late, throws that one away. Now that one, no receiver. He's inside the tackle box. That should be an intentional grounding. So that
was a great job by the defense. They took that screen away, Kenny, and he had nowhere to throw the ball, and it should have been a flag. But
Other than the offsides and the questionable call, great start for the defense. Bending but not breaking.
So Simmons goes back to receive this one. Looks like Brady Bloom is back there to punt this one away. I believe the long snapper is number 51, Eli Rennick. And then he has he shanked that kick. It's got a backspin on it, and it's going to check up here on this turf at the 35-yard line. So good defensive series by the Tigers.
Yep, and the punt actually made enough for the first down, but it's going to be a first down for us. Tigers get great field position. Let's see, Rick, if the offensive line can pass block tonight, I'm hoping for great things out of this offense.
That's what we need to happen right here, Kenny. We need them to stay focused and just give Xander just a little bit of time.
Just a little bit.
Now it looks like number 22, Tristan Parson, is back there in a single high safety, and it looks like they're going with a 4-3 look with cover 3. Smith hands that one off, and it's going to be tackled there. That is Adonis Moise. They tried to get him with a jet sweep, and good job of staying home. And
that was your wrestler.
Tyree Smith,
that was the wrestler.
Yeah, on the freshman there.
I made that tackle.
Watch him come in here. Just good fundamental football
they're
right
offsides.
there.
Good job by Xander Smith drawing those Rams offsides. So that's a manageable situation now. It is second down. 8 and 9:09 on the clock here in the first quarter.
Well, these linebackers, it's going to be very hard to get around the edge. They are so quick, and they swarm to the ball.
And they're good size, too. They're smart, they're good size, and they've been around the game for a while.
Xander Smith, the talented freshman back there, looks. Now he throws a seam wide open receiver.
Nice.
Great catch there by Rockland Lodge, and he drives forward to the 47.
Goodness gracious.
So, a really good play. What they did, what was that? And a little RPO looked like a bubble screen out there and threw the slant in behind. Very nice throw.
Guys, it looks like number 7, Bo Bloom, has a broken hand or he has a cast on that arm.
He does, and he had a big play last week with that cast on. Now this time Xander Smith keeps it driving, and he slides down for a nice 8-yard gain.
That was a design keeper. We haven't seen a lot of that from Xander. Most of the time he's just running for his life.
But a good thing as far as laying some groundwork, if they know he can run just good enough, it's going to keep those linebackers at bay.
Yeah, they're really just they're in their offsides again. So that's an encroachment. The officiating crew here tonight's doing a great job. One thing we see as officials go from high school football to college football, then they'll come work a high school game. Once you're over the line, that's it. It is a 5-yard penalty. You can't jump back. So now that is a first down for the Palmetto Tigers. 8:20 on the clock. Xander Smith got the big back. Monte Humans back there in the backfield. Fakes it, throws a slant miscommunication on that one. So incomplete pass. Dangerous play, but it harmlessly stops the clock here at 8:13.
Yeah, it looked like that Rockland Lodge is just kind of broke off. It stopped his pattern there,
and again, that's where the repetition and the practice. They've got to get on the same page, and he's got to finish that route, and it's going to come.
Now this time, 3 receivers out there wide to the right. The Rams moving things around. Out here, Timmons is wide to right. He throws it to Timmons. Going to need a block. Doesn't get it initially. Turns it up. He's at the 30. And a great play down to the 26-yard line. First down, Palmetto Tigers.
Yeah, that was just great second, third, and fourth effort on that one because there's no way he should have picked up that yardage on that play.
That's just a simple design of just getting it to your athletes in space and let them do what they can. And like you said, Rick, four misses on that one.
Cleve Benson in the backfield now. They hand it to Cleve Benson, and he drives forward for about a 2-yard gain. It'll bring up a 2nd and 8.
Yeah, he actually ran into his own guy, ran into Keon Brown-Smith, who gets credit for the tackle, I think.
He really wasn't on the ground. He got it too, but it spotted it
the hole.
1 yard.
Keon was in the hole, so he couldn't see it.
One good thing about, Cleve Benson, he's 5'4", 175 pounds, very powerful. And the good news is he can get lost behind those big linemen out there. And he does a great job with the run. This time they run the option to the right. Benson makes one miss, shakes off an initial tackle, and then a great tackle made there by number, I believe it's 50.
I think it was Donta Abner that made that tackle. Just kind of
underclassmen.
WWE'd him there.
Yeah, running to the short side of the field. Not a lot of room there to run that option, so it puts him in an obvious passing
3rd and
situation.
9. Lodge is looking over there. He looks for him, throws the ball over the top. It's picked off, and he's got the 15. He's at the 20, looking for a block. And out of bound goes Charles Lester III, number 1. So a really good drive there by the Tigers, and a good job. That one could have been a pick 6, but a good job of the offensive line hustling over there.
I was looking at the replay here. I was hoping we weren't going to see Day Hill taking one to the house like he did a couple of seasons ago. But, again, the Tigers, that was the other thing, performing well in the red zone and just a little bit much on that pass. And
just floated a little bit.
Just floated a little bit, and just something they got to continue to work on.
And Malik Callaway was the intended receiver on that. Ball just thrown high.
We saw him do some great things down in Central Regional last year.
Jump in here from the sidelines. You see number 20, Sheldrick Simpson, back on the field for the first time.
Oh, good pursuit by the Tigers. And great play. And right there you saw James Simmons turn that one inside. A great play by the Palmetto Tiger defense. And it goes for a loss of about 1 on the play.
Yeah, thank you for that, Troy. We're glad to have him back. Simpson's been gone for
a little while,
about almost a year now. So glad to have him back in that corner position.
His brother Jordan Simpson's on this side of the formation. This time quarterback fakes it, and really good job staying home with the Tigers.
Yeah, and that was Cedric Augustine once again.
Was that a different quarterback in there?
Yes. Yeah, that's your number 2, Will Carter.
Yeah, he was a standout on the JV last year. There was a couple of games where he tossed 5 TD passes. He's the fastest guy on their team. So a whole different setup here with him quarterbacking.
Very interesting matchup over here on the left side of the formation for the Rams. And this time they fake the handoff, and it's going to be the quarterback going around the outside. He's got the corner and the first down, tackled out at the 49-yard line.
This reminds me of LaJonte Wester taking snaps.
Yeah, that's some speed right there. And let me tell you, I mean, he doesn't weigh anything.
No, he was the only quarterback that they had in camp. Then they had the transfer come in from IMG, and they had 2 kids from Virginia show up first day of fall camp.
Carter, impressive on this drive, second series. This time he rolls to the left, looks down the field, throws one late, and he's going to be caught at the 40. And down to gather that one in is number 11, John L. Williams.
And Will Carter is down. I think he took a hit right as he was throwing the ball. He stood in there and threw it and took the hit, but
it may have been Augustine. One thing we've seen is Augustine, the senior, 6 foot, 230 pound. He brings heavy pressure, and he is a heavy hitter.
See if we can.
Woo!
Right there, yeah. Yeah, he laid. It's a legal hit too. Great pass.
Yeah, like I said.
Watch this.
And
like
I said earlier, I mean, he doesn't weigh.
Yeah, that's 240. He's giving up 80, 90 pounds on him probably.
And that was Jalen Wester, big baby, the middle
21?
Yeah, that
21?
was Jalen Wester coming out of his Mike linebacker. And one thing we've seen with Jalen, and for you folks, I went to his brother LaJonte last week. Super fast wide receiver playing for Florida Atlantic. I watched him on Saturday, and he was running as fast and running behind the Florida secondary. And the Wester family, as we know here, like the Bloom family here at Riverview, there's Jalen dropping his shoulder there. And the Westers all can run. And that's what we saw. I saw it last Saturday, and you see it here on Friday evening. Good to see that Will Carter is walking off the field under his own power.
Yeah, LaJonte had 4 receptions, 28 yards against your Florida Gators.
And he was behind a guy that's supposed to be running a 4.3, and he was behind him several times. So LaJonte Wester may be looking in tonight. This time they throw a little bubble out there, and there's that great receiver, Glover, and he rolls forward. But really a good play by number 70 there, Andrew Rumpf, coming down from the defensive line position to make a tackle.
And also Big Baby there to clean it up. I thought we had a hold there on the edge. I saw a forearm around the neck, but if it wasn't called, it didn't happen, gentlemen.
So here's 2nd and 5. Borchers, and this time the Tigers are offsides. So we'll see.
That seems to be an issue with both defenses tonight.
So with 4:53, it's going to be a first down here, 4:53 on the clock here in the first quarter.
I mean, this is a big game for both the programs. In the Marino era, he is 5-4 and he's 3-2 here. So it's a very close rivalry.
Bushers looks, throws a nice little seam. There's that same route we saw earlier by the Tigers. Jalen Wester back there with the tackle.
Yeah, just going to an open spot in the secondary and pitch and catch.
Sequential play calling. You had the bubble screen on the play before, and then you throw the slant behind, give them the same look, and throw the slant behind. Really good play calling up there by the offensive coordinator. 4:20 on the clock.
Will Carter back in the game.
Carter back in. Throws it out there, and that ball is
14.
Nearly picked off.
Yeah, that's going to be Alzavian Houston.
Boy, he had a break on the ball, and that looked like that was going to be a foot race between Carter and Alzavian Houston.
And he's not a tall guy either, and he got up in the air.
3rd and 1, so they did not get the first down spot on that marker. They had put up 1 on there, now it's back to 3. Now the Tigers jump offside.
Goodness.
Yeah, we're getting now
helping them out.
Yeah, now we're just getting a little too aggressive, and that's all about focus. And I know you're trying to get to the quarterback. You got a speedy quarterback, but you got to wait for that ball, Kenny, to be snapped. That's his defense 101.
Yeah, and now we're in the red zone, and this is going to be the difference in the game. Who's going to win the red zone? Can we keep them out of the end zone here?
Carter looks, runs to his left again. He steps it up, found the crease, and then he slides down at the 15-yard line.
Yeah, I think after getting hit by Jalen Wester, taking a legal shot, I think I'll slide this time.
So as the clock winds here, 3:55 on the clock. The Rams driving here in the Ram Bowl. Jaden Birch back there in the backfield. This time they fake it to Birch. Now they throw the bubble out there. It's actually a tunnel screen coming to the middle of the line. Glover spinning, fighting for some yards. He's going to be about a couple yards short. It'll bring up a 3rd and 2.
Glover goes about 6'3", 200, and there you see him on this TigerVision. Already committed to the Spartans of Michigan State University.
Now really, there's a lot of things you can do here when you have a dynamic running quarterback like this Carter. You know, you can almost empty out the backfield with a quarterback draw. The Palmetto Tigers are coming up with very heavy pressure. And this time he hands it up and bouncing off the Birch, and he is in for 6.
Yeah, that wasn't nothing but just missed tackles on that. That had nothing to do with the offensive line. That we were there, we had hands on, we just could not make the tackle.
Let's see if we can take a look at it. Yeah, right there is the missed tackle. A nice little block there. And then he saw daylight. Easy 6. Got to wrap them up, these quick guys.
6.
Yeah, that wasn't nothing but just missed.
Stone Springman awaits this one. And there's a snap, good snap. And the kick is up, and it is perfect. So with 3:09 on the clock, the Palmetto Tigers trail in this one to the host Riverview Rams 7-0.
So they take advantage of a Tiger turnover and get points out of it. I mean, that's always
the
game
name
plan.
of the game.
That's the game plan,
yeah,
right?
Points on turnovers is is huge. We'll see what the offense can do to how they respond. This will be a good test for them. And again, we've got to have a good, complete game tonight out of these Tigers as we head into district play next week.
I think we gave them at least 15 yards
on absolutely.
penalties. That's just and really silly offside penalties.
I guarantee you our defensive coordinator, Matt Brazelton's having a nice little conversation with his defense about that very subject right this moment.
Now Charlie Cooper will approach the ball. This is number 10. So fans, we remind you to get a kick out of good service from our friends at DeVito's Auto. The play has been blown live. Cooper approaches. A nice long kick. That's one's going to be 5 yards deep in the end zone. Palmetto Tigers ball, 1st and 10 from the 20.
So you got to be impressed with that last drive by Riverview. I mean, they were very methodical. A little bit of run game, a lot of passing in that mix, and really, just both quarterbacks were able to throw the ball with just precise targeting right where you needed the ball to be. And I thought that we were in good coverage most of the time. We did get back on our heels a couple of times, maybe looking for a go route or something, and got caught with a short pass. But a two quarterback system, and both quarterbacks can throw the ball. You got something special.
Yes.
Vontae Humans back there. This time they throw the option pitch out there, and he gets tackled there. Going to be just at the line of scrimmage there, so no gain on the play.
Yeah, that's got to be one of the. That's got to be a Bloom there.
That's Brady Bloom.
Yeah. These linebackers are just so quick, and these guys they've been starting long since freshmen and sophomores. They just know how to play that linebacker position. And I just remember watching them 2 years ago, thinking, "My goodness, man, these kids are good."
Yeah, and they were, I remember them being like strong safeties, and they've just gotten bigger and stronger, worked their way up into the linebacking position. That was an illegal shift against the Tigers, so that should be a 1st and 15.
And this is what really drives you crazy as a coach and as a fan, is that, these little penalties that you're already back close to your own end zone, and now you just get pushed back another 5 yards, and you're always working from a hole, Kenny. And it doesn't work that way.
Get behind the chains, limit your play calling.
2 receivers on both sides of the formation. This night handed off to Benson. He drives forward for about a 2.5, 3 yard gain on the play.
Yeah, and you're already seeing that this defensive line for Riverview plays that run game a lot better than what we saw from St. Pete Lakewood, and the O-line is they're coming off the ball, but they're having a hard time handling this D-line for the Rams.
Xander Smith, the true freshman back there, looks. Now he throws a rip of a throw, and it is wide and outside. Had Timmons out there, Derek Timmons, incomplete pass.
Yeah, it's so unfortunate. Timmons ran a great route. Would have made it like a 3rd and 3, very manageable. Just overthrew him a little bit.
Yeah, so it's big right here. Even if we don't pick up the first down, if we can get, at least, 5-8 yards out of this, so we can try to get a good punt off and
this could be interesting.
This field, because they're going to be coming for this one. They know it's going to be a pass and play.
I think they're going to sit back with those linebackers and look for the screen passes. What we've seen them do, and it looks like they're dropping back there with a little bit of a cushion. Yeah, they're expecting a screen, and he fakes it and throws the ball long. Got a receiver out there with the catch, and he is going to be Timmons with the catch.
That was a great throw, and even a greater catch, guys, because that took a lot of concentration by Simmons to get a foot down and make that reception.
Look at that location, back shoulder, and big receiver. Yep. First down. Great look there by our TigerVision crew. Snap the ball. There's 12 on the field. See if they caught that. And incomplete pass. Riverview was unable to run that 12th player off the field. Palmetto snapped the ball and should have been an illegal participation, but got away with one there, so it brings up a 2nd and 10.
Yeah, Brazelton is not happy about that. He's going to have to get something to drink.
Malik Calloway out here wide, 6'3" receiver, extremely long. Rockland Lodge out here in the slot. High snap. Humans takes it, breaks a tackle. He's driving. He's at the 40-yard line.
The best run of the night right there, just right up the A-gap. Nothing special, Kenny, and big yardage there. Another first down for Tigers.
Yeah, just simple. That's probably the best run Yeomans has had in his short Tiger career, and good to see turn the Jets on.
Good tackle there by Bo Bloom. And this time Yeomans looks and drives forward. Nice gain of about 5 on the play, brings up a 2nd and 5.
And that's his bread and butter, the north and south. He is a tank to bring down.
He's nothing but power, a power runner. But he does have some jets.
It's very evident.
Once he gets in the open field.
He's torched the Tigers in the past.
Xander Smith, now he hands it to Benson. This time, nowhere to run, and that is the big defensive tackle there. We'll get a number on that. I believe that was number 53. We've seen him, and that is Henry Ferroglio.
It looked like Abner DeMarcus was also in there. He's number 94. He's also
good size.
A big man. Yes, he is.
Yeah, and he's underlisted. Looking at my roster earlier today, they had him listed at 275.
Oh, no.
And he's a little bit bigger than that.
Yeah, that's after 2 days of not eating.
Yeah.
So here,
they missed a meal.
54 seconds on the clock. Smith. High snap once again. Gathers it, and it's Yeomans driving hard, and he's going to be tackled there right at the mark.
Yeah, he's right there. And if he stays where he's at, that referee, that's going to be a first down, which it is.
That's a first down for the Palmetto Tigers. Look at this on the Arctic Air replay. Pick it up, Ken.
Yeah, Yeomans doing what he does best, running north and south. And I think you go with the hot back right now and leave him in there until they figure out how to stop him.
Well, he's powerful enough that he doesn't get pushed back behind the line of scrimmage most of the time. He's got to, he's just – how many times did we see that against us?
Oh, he scored 4 touchdowns against us last year when he was with Braden River.
It's nice to see him.
Yes, he's on our side.
Tiger colors on.
And he's doing what he did to us last year. I think he torched us for 180 yards.
7-yard gain on the play. They probably won't get the play off here. 4, 3, 2, 1. And he does get the play off, runs an option to the right, and it's going to be out there, pitch to Yeomans, breaks a tackle, and a loss of about 2 on the play. Brings up a 3rd and 5.
Might have been good just not to run that play instead of trying to beat the clock.
Yeah, that really should have been a loss of about 2 right there.
Yeah.
Your score, Riverview 7, Palmetto 9.
Our competition, come down to Conley Buick GMC where you too will be treated like family.
I'm Tom Redmond, delivery specialist here at the all-new Conley Subaru, and this is the 2021 Subaru Crosstrek Limited with the EyeSight system.
Subaru's EyeSight driver assist technology is a set of dual color cameras mounted high, scanning the road, trying to help you avoid or reduce frontal impacts. The Subaru EyeSight system, helping you stay safe.
Visit us at 816 Cortez Road West, Bradenton, Florida, where we treat you like family.
Back to live coverage here at the Rambo Bowl. Looking at that Conley Buick Subaru commercial. Jordan was over there a year or so ago helping. That's the same vehicle that my mother drives, and it has that it will stop even if you're not paying attention. And it was a windy day, and they had cardboard boxes out there, and Jordan was standing behind the cardboard box for the commercial.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so that's the confidence in that Conley Buick Subaru. And
great sponsors, great people,
and a great vehicle. Now, here at the opening of the second quarter, Palmetto Tigers have this one as a 3rd and 3. Ball is marked at the 22-yard line. Xander Smith, high snap again. Now he throws it out there, wide open receiver, and he's got the first down on that one.
I can't believe they were playing off so much on him there, but goodness, we'll take that.
And that's Timmons once again.
Yeah, Timmons has been the go-to guy here for Xander, but have you noticed the snaps may be a little high tonight, but they're not on the ground like last week.
Yes.
So some adjustments have been made.
Just a little over. Now they just got to tune it back a little bit.
Yeomans in the backfield. They hand it to him. He breaks through a couple arm tackles, still going, driving, first down all the way down to the 6-yard line.
That's pretty there, watching him run that ball like that.
You got to be impressed with him. I mean, he didn't get an opportunity to really run the ball a lot last week, but he is really paying dividends
He is just churning his leg. That's what they teach you to do. Until they bring you down, just keep churning those legs and going straight.
Now this time it's Yeomans again. This time he breaks a tackle and gets tackled there at the 9-yard line. Loss of about 2 on the play.
And again, red zone opportunity. Oh, we just had a flag. I hope I didn't jinx him here.
Well, I saw humans on the ground, and something happened there. His helmet.
Personal foul against
and
the Tigers.
The Tigers. Boy, that's a big one. So really, you've had 2 big plays in the game. There was a big shoulder hit, caused a fumble. That was called a targeting there. And this is another personal foul. This is a huge play against the Palmetto Tigers in this one.
This one, guys, is going to be an unsportsmanlike against one of our linemen. He made a great block and kind of let the other player know about it a little bit. But this is big-time football. They're going to talk, and there's going to be a lot of pushing and shoving. I think that was a little hasty by the referee.
Yeah, sometimes you got to let them play, right, Troy? I mean,
got to let them play at this level.
There's not Papa Warner.
Yeah, you knock them down, but then you pick them back up. You don't taunt.
And this is one of those broadcasts where we can absolutely broadcast this one in Homer Vision here on Tiger Vision. It's presented by Conley Buick GMC. 9:55 on the clock, another flag.
Oh, goodness.
So
yeah,
let's
side
see.
judge, it's going to be false start probably. No, I take that back. That's Brian, his legal substitution.
Legal
You'd caught that
substitution.
earlier. They could.
No, it's another
trying to get the
unsportsmanlike.
personnel on the field.
Okay, so it's another.
It's another unsportsmanlike against the linebacker for the Rams. He was talking a little mess out here, and the referee caught him.
So he aired in a vociferous matter, I
mean,
guess,
I'm
huh?
glad that we got our yards back, but, I mean, come on, this is football, guys.
They're going to talk. They're going to talk.
Oh, now this time Benson runs into a big hit right there, and that is number 54, and that is Cole Miller. That's a good Riverview name, Miller. He's a senior defensive lineman.
Possible 2-down territory here for the Tigers. Got to finish strong in this red zone. Who's our red zone sponsor?
That is Obie's Best Fresh Veg. So we are in the Obie's Best Fresh Veg red zone. Timmons is out here wide to the left. One single out there, Rockland Lodge. This time they hand the ball to Humans. Big crease in the middle, ball's out.
Ball.
And there
Goodness
it's going to be
gracious.
recovered by Riverview. Now, and if you've watched Riverview, I watched them play. They do a great job of, if you're loose against Riverview, they're going to get that ball.
Yeah, just kind of reminded me of the Buccaneer receiver. Same thing. He just hit him in the right spot and knocked the ball loose right at the wrong place on the field.
So with 9:04 on the clock, the Tigers were driving there in the red zone. Now the Rams take over. Ball is at just outside of the 5-yard line.
Eerily reminiscent of last week, guys. I mean, we get right down to right inside the red zone, 5-10 yards. We had a turnover like on the 5-yard line.
We had 2 last week. Yeah, they're picking up right where they left off, and you're not going to win ball games making turnovers in the red zone.
Now switching things up back again. Now it's going to be quarterback Joe Brochures back there on this series. So they've been using the tandem quarterback rotation here. It's been very effective here for the Rams. And, the kind of game that the Rams like to play, ball control, field position, defensive-minded, low-scoring games over the years. This one is right in the Riverview Rams' wheelhouse at this point, guys.
We have another penalty. What's going on now, Brian?
Let's kick it down to the sideline reporter. Troy, did you get an eye on this last? It's a false start on the Tiger.
Yeah, legal
proceed.
He didn't have his equipment. I think the player didn't have his equipment on correctly. And safety is a big key out here, so he wasn't prepared to play, and the referee caught it. Judge caught it.
Now, that could be a big call there because that's half the distance to the goal there. Now the ball's there. You can get a holding in the end zone for a safety. When the quarterbacks are bad snaps, there's a lot of bad things can happen from this position on the field. Busher takes it. The Tigers are there and very close.
Yeah.
It is a safety.
That's a safety.
That's what you said,
Have you
Brian.
seen hands yet? You have hands? You have safety hands?
It's got to be a safety. You're going to.
I haven't seen it.
3 guys in the backfield on the defense.
He never breaks that play.
That's not a good thing when they have to line 3 in the backfield in the end zone.
And I want to say to the guys in the truck out there, what you'll see here is the ball probably got the front of the end zone, but coming out of the end zone, only you will see it here on the replay. the ball has to come completely out across the plane on the other side, which is different from going in. It just has to barely touch it going in, but coming out of an end zone, it's got to be all the way across the line. So, it was very, very close, but a good call by the officiating crew.
And it was quite evident, Rick, that that was on their mind, getting the safety. They had 4 guys teamed up on that poor running back. He had no chance. Here's we watch it again. 1, 2, and then here comes the cavalry to finish them off.
So that's the first big break for the Tigers tonight, and after just a plethora of penalties back and forth, we get 2 out of it. So,
and Brian, as you stated, the half the distance there made all the difference there. He could not get out of the end zone.
And really, the play was made there on the inside by Augustine. As you look at that, Jalen Wester's back there, but the initial contact.
He made it happen, yes.
On the other side of the line, you got a DN running all the way across the field making a play. Now, this is interesting. Number 83, true freshman back there for the Tigers. And James, that's going to be Adonis Moise back there to return this one. A freshman along with Simmons over there on the right sideline.
Yeah, we haven't seen his speed yet, but we've heard a lot about it. Here we go.
Get a kick out of good service. And this time it's Simmons looking for a block and really good coverage there, but that's a nice return at the 45. Palmetto Tigers in a great position, 8:50 on the clock here in the second quarter.
Great opportunity for the offense to come back and, make up for the turnover in the red zone with great field position to start this.
Yeah, we really need to get this ball into the end zone, if for nothing else, some confidence here.
Yeah, absolutely.
We are just not able to finish the deal here, and after a while, it has to be in the back of your mind.
Yeah, what are we doing? You start doubting yourself.
Malik Callaway is over here wide along with Rockland Lodge. This time, Xander Smith fakes it. Now he throws the ball out there, and it misses Timmons on a crossing route. Looks like they may have had some miscommunication there.
Yeah, it looks like the receiver stopped and started, and quarterback thought he was going to do something else and completely outthrew the receiver and the coverage.
So now Vontae Humans is in the backfield back there with Xanders. This time, Cleve Benson sets up shop in the slot, and then you have Rockland Lodge out here with Malik Callaway wide. Humans running the ball hard and low, driving. Nice gain on the play, gain of about 6.
2 hands covering that ball that time. Humans was going to make that mistake again.
Yes, I'm sure Coach Ty had an earful for him heading back and reminding him, you got to protect that ball. They do it every day in practice.
He has to come out for a play. He lost his helmet.
Oh, that's an encroachment,
and
so that's going to be just short of the first down. So when I said 2nd and 6, it was really, that's going to bring up a 3rd and very, very short here.
So Humans needs to come back in for this
one,
but they're not.
Just feed him the ball.
Well, I don't know. No, play hasn't gone off, so they can't. It was a penalty.
Yeah, but, to me, it looked like he had 6 on the marker before the play, but it's a fortuitous spot there for the Tigers, so it's a first down.
Spots have been very generous tonight.
Thank you,
we'll
Troy.
Take them.
Oh, this time they flip it out there to Timmons, breaks a tackle, riding down the sideline, has the first down, and still on his feet as he.
So tell me, guys, where did Timmons come from?
Yeah, I was getting ready to say he might have a little chip on his shoulder. I think his dad played here.
Well, he was here the last time
we
played,
and he caught some stuff on us.
And Timmons is also one of the. I think he's one of the best receivers that we've ever had. After the catch. He picks up big yardage after the catch.
So he might have a little chip on his shoulder tonight.
Oh, now he throws the long ball out there, and it clears all. Great pressure there in the interior line, caused the errant throw. We'll get a number on that.
But as I said in pregame, we need to throw the ball down the field to stretch the defense, and that's exactly what we're seeing here. Not successful, but anyway, they've got to recognize that they have to cover the whole field.
Looked like number 31 not available on my roster here.
We don't have it.
Got across the line.
That pass was intended for Mouse Benson.
Yes, and then that is a really good play there along the middle of the line. No gain on the play. 7:22 here on the clock.
Yeah, Eli Rednick, the senior defensive end for the Rams, stuffed that one.
And he's a good one.
Seems like we've been in a lot of third and longs here tonight. Even though we've picked out a bunch of first downs, we just seem to always be.
Yeah, that's not a healthy situation to be in. That's really the first time they've been able to stop humans. 2-down territory possibly here, gentlemen.
I like to look out here with Rockland Lodge in the slot. This time, Xander Smith looks. He's throwing the long ball. Nice pattern there.
Easy.
Pitch and catch. And that was just beautiful. It looked like he was going on a go route and then just squared it off at the marker. Just excellent timing there, right, Ken?
Yeah, that was Timmons again.
Timmons again. Makes it a very manageable. We could run the ball on this one. We've had success. Let's see what Coach Tig dials up.
Beautiful route there by Timmons. Timmons looking like well, he's got all the tools. You know, he's got the size, he's got the length, he's got the speed, and tonight he's showing that he is a polished receiver. High snap, pitches late, first down.
Easy.
Walks down there, humans to the 11-yard line.
That was a great call by Coach Tyler, Coach Marino, because they've got that middle jammed up. I think humans is just going to try to go through the gap, but look at that. There's great job right
What
there.
was good was Duke Timmons on the block there. He already had the first down, but good to have your wide receivers blocking for your backs.
Yeah, Timmons' block there gave us another 7 yards. This time, Xander Smith keeps it, drives forward, goes for a gain of about 2 on the play. It will be 2nd and 8 here, and we are in the Obie's Best Fresh red zone.
Xander showing some quick feet on that one, Kenny, and makes a nice little cut on a dime and picks up 2 when he should have been tackled for about a 2-yard loss.
And again, he needs to show that he can take it up and run that ball just to keep the linebackers honest.
And he's a 6'4", 225-pound freshman.
Hold on
Ball's
to the
out
ball.
again.
My goodness.
And this time the Tigers get back on that one.
There is something about inside the 20-yard line where they just
look right here. Cleve takes a heck of a hit right there.
Yes.
And is lucky to get that ball back. And yeah, we've just seen too much of this. And I think Coach Marino takes a much-needed timeout to calm this offense down and to get them refocused. But this has been an issue, guys.
Well,
this is becoming normal.
If you're a defensive coordinator and you know this, you call that in the play. Hey, remember, they're in the red zone. They're going to choke, so hit them a little extra hard. And until we get in the end zone and make a score and finish the drive, it's going to continue to happen.
And I believe that was Cole Miller, number 54. And, we've called his names a couple of times tonight. He is that senior defensive lineman. He looks the part. So that stops the clock here. Ball is 5:09 on the clock. Palmetto Tigers really need to come out of this one with a score.
And again, it's 3rd and long. I'm sorry, Troy.
Sorry. A lot of positive energy here on the field. The players are very excited, and the coaches are still keeping them positive. It is tough in the red zone when you have a young team. So let's see if we can get 6 here and take the lead on the road.
Yes, sir.
Now, Vontae Humans in the backfield, the big back there with the big quarterback in Xander Smith. Eyes the field, looks, and he throws it out there high and out of the field of play. So that's going to be stop the clock here with 4:58 on the clock and a field goal, which would normally be automatic for Jordan Colorado, but we saw some snap issues last week.
Yeah, so that was another issue in the red zone when we tried to field goal. Fell a little short. It was on the extra point, but definitely makeable in his range, and he could probably do this in his sleep. But let's have a good snap and hold here.
Colorado with the kick, and it's up, and it is perfect. So 27-yard field goal, good spot there by Cleve Benson.
Take the points, Rick.
I'll take the points right here because we needed something, and they've been hard to come by. But I was watching him during pregame warmups, and he was killing it. He was kicking the ball well, and you always know that there's going to be a chance that we're going to need him to win a ball game. Right? So offensively, though, hey, we'll take the 3, but we still continue to struggle in that red zone. And Xander's he's just a little bit off tonight. Everything seems to be high, and he's just just continue to work on it. And right, he's throwing some good passes.
Yeah.
And we're having a lot of good success, but just floating on. Go ahead, Troy.
On the field, it looks like the coverages they're playing way off and they're dropping, they're bailing out. They're not really playing tight man. So the windows long are really tight. And that's why Timmons has been very successful catching the intermediate passes. And hopefully you just have to stick with that until we can beat them down the field.
Yeah, hey, take what they give you.
Get a kick out of good service with our friends at DeVito's Auto, located in Ellington. Nice driving kick, 5 yards deep in the end zone. So that's going to be 1st and 10 for the Rams from the 20-yard line.
You think that he was a little pumped up on that? I think Jordan was a little anxious to get that kickoff. He looked like a little,
and
little extra
anytime you
power.
don't kick it to their guys and they can't run it back is a great thing.
Yeah, in pregame, had the ball spotted on the 42 or 43 and was driving them in for 52, 53 yards in pregame. I was standing back there in the end zone looking at this beautiful field here. And during this time, I wanted to thank one thing we have here at Riverview Rams. We're treated with great respect. They assist us in everything we do so we can get the broadcast out there. So the young men, we thank the host here. They've been wonderful. Now the change up with a quarterback. It's Will Carter back there again. Hands the ball off the back. Great play in the middle of the field. That's probably Wester. Let's see. Yeah, that's Big Baby.
No,
that's Rump.
That's going to be Rump in there. He's having a heck of a first half already, guys.
What's his number?
70.
Number 70. He's
70.
getting
70
off
on the line.
Yeah, he's getting off quick, and he's making great tackles. Nothing's gotten by him.
Surprising that a defensive tackle would have that much quickness in the backfield there, but Rump at 250 pounds, having a great game. Will Carter looks, throws it back the middle of the field, and nearly picked off.
Oh, my goodness.
I thought he just slipped. Is he trying to say that number 20?
Looked to me like the turf monster.
that Simpson got him?
We'll see it on. It looked like the turf monster got him on the cut, and then they collided. Let's see. So we'll see it on the Arctic Air replay.
It actually hit him in the shoulder pad.
And then popped up. So let's see.
Officials are going to mark the ball right at about the 34-yard line, so that penalty's going to move the chains for a Riverview first down.
Another first down via penalty for the Rams. Let's look at this one. And there's a throw across the middle. I don't know. Looks like they got tangled up on the break there. A good break for the Rams. This time they hand the ball off, and really no way to go for Birch. And then coming up to make the tackle is number 41, Kyrie Marshall.
He does pick up about 3 yards and should have been stuffed at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, he's a dude.
4.0 GPA, nice kid, very well spoken.
Really dynamic backfield back there with a very elusive quarterback in Carter. Now he looks out there, a little bubble screen, and really blocking the back out there. And then there is a flag thrown in the backfield. So let's see.
I'm not going to call anything. I'm not feeling the vibe tonight because I'm not trusting my instincts with these refs tonight. So
it's a low block. So it's
you know what I mean?
I feel the same way.
So what happened there? And you used to be able to do this. They were throwing the flat, the bubble. Back in the old days, you could chop the defensive end to get his hands down, and that's what happened. So the low block there, and in our years they would say great block, but
guys,
that's a penalty.
So early on I played O-line. How many times did you get reamed out for not doing that? Right?
Yeah, different era.
I mean, you'd have to run laps if you didn't do that.
That was coached. If you were making a short toss to the outside, you were supposed to hit the guy low so his hands would come down. But times have changed probably for the good.
Yeah.
Avoiding
safety-wise, definitely.
Yeah, knee injuries. Man, this is a second and forever here for the Rams. Carter rolls, looks, now he rolls to the right, and that's a perfect. So coming up to force a tackle, really big hit there, and that's going to be Simpson, and that's Jordan Simpson along with number 41, Kyrie Marshall.
So he really only gets back. I mean, that was a long run, great run, but back to about the original line of scrimmage.
Yeah, the play was supposed to go to his left, but nothing there.
And there's nobody.
And then there's nobody in the back, so he got all his yards back, 3rd and 12.
Yeah, 3rd and 12. And this Carter reminds me a lot of LeJontay Wester, the way he can run around back
He
there.
is a great athlete.
He is fast. 3:05 on the clock.
You want to keep him contained.
Now Carter looks. Oh, big rush. Throws the long ball, and Simpson's there, and he's got the catch. And he's at the 40. Oh, big block there by Wester at the 40.
It's coming back.
That's going to be a defensive player block. And you know what? I'm not so sure I agree with that, but he was paying attention. It wasn't like it was a blindside block, but it is what it is.
And Jordan Simpson was in the right spot there to pick that off easily, and great return. Unfortunately,
I'm not really sure what you're supposed to do there as a defender when you're trying to block. I guess you just put your hands on him and say, "Excuse me."
Yep.
I don't really
get
know.
out of my way.
Well,
stand in the way.
Because they were eyeball to eyeball. It wasn't like he had his head turned.
And it was a receiver that's got good speed. And another play where years ago they'd say a great block, but
I just don't agree with that.
big baby Jalen Wester comes back there, and one thing we have seen with Jalen Wester, he only knows one type of hit, and that's heavy hitting.
But
that's all he knows.
just because it's a hard block doesn't mean it's a bad block.
Right there,
Right
yeah,
there.
it was just right there.
So, but still, Palmetto Tigers with an interception, setting up shop here. 2:48 on the clock.
Great interception, great opportunity for the 2-minute drill here.
2-minute drill coming out of this one. Now Xander looks. Now it's the slip screen, and he gets it out there in a great play. They sat on that one. It's probably Bloom on that play.
Is it Bloom or
no?
I think it's Ty. That's going to be Tyree Smith.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Wrestler.
I don't know if we're going to be able to run that play on them. To be honest with
Well-
you guys, it's very difficult.
Well, because they're actually playing back in the middle of the field, like Troy mentioned earlier. So there's a lot of coverage there. So 2nd and 11. This time they hand the ball off. Cleve Benson running. Ball's out again. Ball at the 30.
I tell you what.
So with 2:13 on the clock, the Palmetto Tigers turn the ball over again, and now the Rams have setting up shop on the 30-yard line.
They got to wrap up on that football, and as we watch it again,
that's just
hit the middle of the line, and
I'm
it comes
not even
out.
really sure there wasn't anything special there.
No, I think you're spot on, Rick.
Yeah, he just dropped the ball there.
In the wrong spot.
2:13 on the clock. And now the quarterback rotation continues as Borchers is back there. He looks to the left. He's looking for the out and up. No time. And he's going to be tackled there by number 10.
I think
Jacoby Morrell.
No, Morrell. Yeah, Jacoby Morrell is the one.
And had some help behind him.
And he's just a sophomore, 6'1", 240. And if you've been around Palmetto High School, there's a name, Morrell. The Morrells, no matter how big they are, they all can run.
Cedric Augustine right there with him. Great team effort there.
Big play there for the Tiger defense.
Took him out of potential field goal range.
Now Will Carter is back there again, rotating things around in that offensive backfield. Looks for the option to the right, trying to get a block. Looks like we had a lot of jerseys over there. And he goes for a gain of about 6 on the play.
Flag happy as they've been. They missed 3 holds right there in front of them.
What'd you see, Troy?
Oh, it looked like holding to me. There was a lot of jersey there on that end.
Oh,
yeah. But we're flowing to the ball very nicely
We are.
Forcing them backwards. So
and that's why they're holding us, Troy, because we're flowing to the ball.
No doubt.
Running right by them.
3rd and 15. Palmetto defense been very impressive. And this time Carter looks at his little tunnel out there, and that is going to be missing a tackle or two, driving forward, and really an awesome effort by Jerron Glover, but it's going to be short of the first down mark.
They're going to their D1 signee commit there and puts them in field goal position, but it's 4th and short. They may leave the offense out on the field.
Not an easy one here. The ball is at the 24-yard line, so it'll be a 41-yard field goal.
41-yarder, and they're leaving the offense. They may try to just get them to jump.
Keep your eye on Will Carter.
We have had, we've had this happen.
They
jumped.
They jumped. That's a false start. We saw over there that was a false start, bringing the Tigers over there. So That'll bring up.
So depending on their kicker, 41 to 46 is a big deal in high school.
That's a big difference.
The Whitecap's a little bit confused. He thinks it's on us.
Yes, he is. Is he confused or are we confused?
No, I saw movement over there, so it's going to be a false start.
He's getting it.
I told you, it's been hard to call these guys tonight.
Yes.
Now the ball is on the 29-yard line. So the kicking team now is a live ball here on a block kick. You're going to drive that ball low, and we've seen the Palmetto Tigers with really some aggressive rush edge on extra point and field goal situation over the years. This could be interesting. A very powerful kicker in Charlie Cooper, number 10.
He was knocking them down in practice and warm-ups early in the game.
10 is the holder, Charlie Cooper. Here come the Tigers. Oh,
they hit him.
And they hit him, and the ball is wide. Wide left, flag down.
Wow.
You can't touch him, guys.
And
I think it's only going to be 5 yards, though.
That's going to be the running
they
personal
called
foul.
it
That's
foul.
the big one, so that's going to be
they
first down.
They hit him good.
Wow.
Unless he makes an athletic move, you cannot touch him. Goodness, we had him. We had the ball back with a little bit of time.
Guys, I know it's only the first half, but penalties have destroyed us.
And the timing of the penalties.
Penalties and turnovers.
Yes.
So that ball.
And it's still 7-5 in the second inning. We're still in this game. It's kind of like the Bucks the way they played last night.
Carter's back there as a quarterback.
And they got all their timeouts.
This time, he bounces it outside as Birch, running
all over the place.
And then he is going to be breaks another tackle. Finally, steps out of bounds. Wester forces him out.
Man, one of these referees has got to pay attention to the holding. If I can see from up here, Kenny.
Yes. I'm with you, Rick.
And one thing about Riverview, the glass is very clear up here, and Rick is looking through.
I got a window.
He got a window that's open. He's got a very good look.
It's got a nice tint
I'm on the
to
front
it.
porch, gentlemen. I can see it all.
Carter fakes it to Birch, keeps it, looking for the edge.
Great tackle.
Not there.
Great tackle right there by number 41, Kyrie Marshall. Another flag.
Looked like he had him around the shoulder pads, probably a horse collar play. What did you see over there, Troy?
I didn't see a horse collar, possibly a face mask. I don't know what else they could call on that play because it looked like he just tossed him out of bounds.
Yeah, it looked like it was clean there. We'll see as the call comes in here tonight. Personal foul face mask on the play. I don't know if we picked that up on the Arctic Air replay. Personal foul. Tigers are having some tough breaks here. Now the ball's spotted inside the 5-yard line. Look at this. Carter keeps it, runs. Huh.
I
didn't see that one.
I don't know.
So 31 and a half seconds on the clock. Let's take another look at this one.
Maybe right there, but I don't think he had him on the face, but him around.
No, he grabbed him around his shoulder pads, unless it was somewhere else.
There are times when you just, not to be critical, but we have referees, some crews that just throw flags all night, right? And then we have some that just let the game, if you got a personal foul, if you got something obvious, but they just let the game play, right? Just go. These guys have been... They're going to have to put some icy hot on their shoulders tonight because their shoulders are going to be sore for throwing all these flags.
It's one directional. It would be one thing if it was evenly called, but it's all one directional.
Now watch the runner. Carter puts the hand on our defender's face mask, and then there's the tackle.
And the flag
comes out.
Was out before he went out of bounds.
So he does a stiff arm to, I don't know.
Yeah. And that's part of the game too. If they're calling you have to make adjustments.
Yeah, that's a speedy quarterback there. You got to grab a hold of something.
Yes, and just don't grab the face mask. But it didn't look like he probably did.
31 and a half seconds here. Boy.
Well, let's let the defense
31 seconds, and the Rams have 2 timeouts.
Dig your heels in, boys.
Yes, got to bend, but don't break here.
Look out for Carter going naked bootleg. This time he throws a fade out there, wide, perfect throw, and that's going to be Glover out there. Let's see who the receiver is. No, it's going to be number 1 is Charles Lester III, the sophomore.
For whatever reason, Latrell Crawford just let him, watch him right here.
Yeah,
he cups back, you know.
He was like he was going to go in for a slant, and then he breaks to the outside, and nice play call. Great throw.
Yep. And the quarterback, Carter, he kind of hesitated like a little pump there. Watch him sell this slant. See that? And then he throws the fade to the back corner. That's really a nice play.
And Crawford was right there staring at him when he did it, so he was tough to handle. Yeah.
You hear these coaches all the time. These cornerbacks are not supposed to be looking at the quarterback. They don't want them looking in the backfield.
Right.
You got to stay on your man.
So here with 25 seconds left on the clock, the Rams are leading in this one 14-5. Really, tonight it has been penalties for these Palmetto Tigers and turnovers.
And turnovers at the wrong time.
I'm sure our statistician, our man from Atlanta, will give us the penalty yardage in that first half. You think he has that, Brian? Because it's going to be astronomical.
Should be interesting with Coach Johnson up there, Stephen Johnson from our Atlanta studios out there, sharpening his pencils there.
Coach Johnson is probably throwing the yellow flag right now as we're speaking.
Now, I call him Coach Johnson because he was an assistant coach for me. Man, he was awesome. He was a great coach and a great friend.
It was probably fun playing for you guys.
Oh, yeah.
It had to be fun playing for you guys.
Steve Johnson never saw.
I know both you guys. Yes.
Never saw a bad shot. You know, if we can't score enough points, we need to shoot the ball more. We need to shoot it 200 times a game. Even if you don't make it, good things are going to happen. That would be Coach Johnson. 25.2 seconds on the clock. The Rams leading in this one 14-5. Get a kick out of good service with our friends at DeVito's Auto.
He's probably going to crank this thing into the end zone, and we're going to get it on the 20.
And it's a pooch kick. And the Palmetto Tigers were ready for a pooch kick. This guy is taken there, running wide.
Oh,
he's
going to be gone.
And he's at the 40.
He's going to be gone.
He's at the 30.
He's going to be gone.
He is at the 10-5
oh my God,
touchdown.
No, is there a flag?
A flag right here at the very end. There was nobody around. Oh, my goodness.
And that was the freshman.
They must have had.
That's got to be sideline warning on Riverview.
Oh, thank you.
That's a sideline warning. Touchdown.
Thank you, Troy, because I was about to go down
there. Their sheriff up here is getting ready to have a heart attack.
My blood pressure medicine.
Is that Adonis Mo East? Was that Adonis Mo East?
Yes, it was.
Oh, my word.
Thank you, Troy. You're spot on there, buddy.
Yeah.
Now, you've been talking about him.
Listen.
Go ahead, Troy.
My goodness.
Tell us, Troy.
Tell us. My goodness.
Unbelievable play by the freshman just when we needed it.
Yeah, exactly right.
He is a player. Look at that. He's running effortlessly. Look at that.
I got to give that kicker a lot of credit because he almost got him.
Well, he's not going to catch him because I've watched Adonis Mo East.
Look at this right here.
Look at this.
Play football.
Right up the gap, man. Right up the middle of the field.
And he's just coasting in, but he is moving faster than the kicker. I would have kicked the ball in the end zone. He did it earlier, so we'll take it. We'll take it.
Yeah, my son Abel has had him for open gym basketball, and I had an opportunity to put my eyes. It's one of those things when I saw him out there hooping.
What did you tell me about him?
I told you he was
one of those guys.
One of those once every 50-year guys,
yes.
And that's what I have seen from Adonis Mo East. And Abel encouraged. He's such a good basketball player, and Coach Abel said, you probably need to, take a peek in there. And Adonis has a great dad, Gene Mo East, and he's very supportive, and so it's just been fantastic.
For the fans at home, I mean, this young man, he came to practice in the fall, and he started running sprints with the varsity. He was practicing with the JV. He was motorboating the varsity guys, and then all of a sudden He played his first JV game and scored 6 touchdowns. 2 of them were called back. So he scored 4 touchdowns and all in the evening. He will never play another down of JV football.
You got that right. And we won't allow it.
Six touchdowns is enough for a JV season.
So he got two of them were called back.
Wow.
And, looking at him as he broke that, I've watched, I knew what we had there. Now get a kick out of good service with our friends at DeVito's Auto. Jordan Colorado kicks that one back there. It's going to be fielded there at 2-yard line. Pretty good coverage there by the Tigers. And making a great play is Jamal. Is that Jabil Williams,
number 6.
That's a great play.
So with everything bad that's taken place in the first half, with the turnovers, the penalties, just, kicking ourselves in the butt and allowing Riverview to stay on the field, we're only down by 2 points.
Yeah, it's truly amazing.
There's no way that you could have even expected that.
And special teams can change a game just like that, and we just saw it by this talented freshman that Brian has talked to me about ever since he watched him play basketball. He is the real deal, Brian.
I told you he was the real deal.
Yes, sir. Yes,
sir. It was the same. I'll talk about this as we go into the half break. I had a similar, put my eyes on another player many years ago with my dad. And so as the clock goes to zeros here, the Rams have a 14-12 lead. But let's talk about that before the commercial break here. Adonis Moise. I remember being at a Florida-Miami game with Emmitt Smith his freshman year. They didn't play a lot of freshmen. My dad and I were sitting there, and the defensive line got across Miami, had a killer team. Emmitt was put in the game late. Everybody was across the line of scrimmage. He made 6 or 7 people miss in no space. And I remember my dad turning to me, Don Varnador, and he says, that guy right there is going to be the guy. And that was watching 1-2-yard gain. And that's the same kind of feel that I had watching Adonis Moise play basketball. He's that kind of generational athlete. And so the cat's out of the bag now, guys.
Oh, yeah. That's going to change everybody's kickoff coverage, I guarantee you. They're going to put it in the end zone or kick it the other way.
So that was an amazing turn of event here for the Tigers. Playing pretty sloppy here, the turnovers here. We're going to get some statistics in from our Atlanta studios from Steven Johnson. But really the electric play of the game at this point is Adonis Moise with a fabulous kick return. And I did not call it. I was actually speechless as I saw him. I didn't know what to say there during the return, so I just had to let it eat, guys.
Well, a picture's worth 1,000 words, and it was classic. And the thing was, it was so needed for this Tiger team trying to figure out their identity here. We're back in this game, and we shouldn't be. As we played well, but we have kicked ourselves so many times tonight. But much needed.
Well, now, you're going to have that, again, when you have a roster full of freshmen and sophomores. I mean, Moise hasn't played football. His last football action prior to this season was in Little League. And so, when you have freshmen and you're depending on them to make plays, they just got to make plays. And somebody stood up and made a play. What a great play at that, too. I mean, a momentum changer, sends us into halftime. We get the ball coming out in the second half. Should be a great opportunity.
Now, we're going to get statistics in here, but we have an opportunity. Nick Bouchelter has the field mics going, and we'll have an opportunity to watch this amazing Riverview Rams band play at the halftime show. I think it'd be a great listen here. I know fans are watching from both teams. I believe it's called the Kilty Band. Is that correct?
Yes, yeah. There's 300 strong, and they're a blessing to watch, and just kind of watching them warm up over on the other field before the game, and they're selling the Ram memorabilia out there. Got college atmosphere here with this game tonight.
Yeah, and it was they played Amazing Grace before, and I didn't know that I was going to be able to make.
Hello, this is Mike McDonald with Conley Buick GMC. In celebration of the Olympics, come and take advantage of our gold medal savings on all our remaining 2021's Buicks, and GMCs in stock. If we don't have an exact vehicle for you, now's the time to place your order for a 2022. We have over 60 GMC Sierras coming in this month, so we have plenty of inventory. We're not going to charge over MSRP like our competition. Come down to Conley Buick GMC where you too will be treated like family.
Great party.
You're not drinking?
We don't exactly. You can't party without alcohol. What are you guys, losers?
You guys, they're not drinking.
Get real. We know peer pressure isn't really like that.
And we all know the dangers of alcohol.
Nobody cares if you don't drink.
If you choose not to drink, that's cool. So you do you.
Hey guys, it's Alan Conley from Conley Buick GMC. Halftime's almost over, so make sure you stay tuned. Go Tigers!
Ted here, Conley Subaru, and welcome to our new, much larger facility. While the building is new with all the latest state-of-the-art equipment, our team is the same with a few new faces to serve you better. Whether you're here to see Ray and his team to keep that current vehicle running smooth, or here to upgrade to a new model, our team and the Conley family are here to ensure your experience is extraordinary. Come on in, look around, admire the artwork provided by artists Steve Whitlock and Casey Scott, or to just say hello. Conley Subaru, where we really do treat you like family.
So tell me, what was actually the name of the award? It was you were the #1 stream in the streaming awards. Isn't that correct?
Correct.
lives that were lost on that tragic day 20 years ago. Tonight, along with the RHS Kilty Band and cheerleaders, as well as the football teams from both Palmetto and RHS, we ask that you stand for a moment of silence and remain standing as 20 bells chime for Amazing Grace as we remember the 2,977 people, the first responders, the brothers and sisters, the husbands and wives, the sons and daughters who were taken away from us on that day. May we never forget. Thank you for your support, and you may be seated.
Now let's give it up one more time, and what a great tribute. Give it up for the fifth band of Riverview High School.
We're back here live at the Ramble. Some halftime stats. Of course, the most important one is the 14-12 score. We're wrecking this game after that amazing run back right before halftime. Tigers actually doing pretty good as far as the rushing and passing, with a very balanced 72 and 70 against the Rams 44-52. Tigers have outplayed our total offense by almost 50 yards, 42-156. What this does not say, and thank you Steve Johnson in Atlanta for providing these, what this doesn't show are the penalties and the fumbles and turnovers at the wrong time and part of the game. But Tigers get an opportunity to do a double here and get the ball back and put up another score to take the lead. Rick?
Yeah, Kenny, I mean, that really is the story. The story is the turnovers, and it's the missed opportunities. But we've already kind of covered this to exhaustion. But that red zone offense has not been clicking, and you hope that our young freshmen who gave us that positive energy at the end of the first half, can motivate everyone. But it's just really uncharacteristic for Cleve Benson to have 2 fumbles, in a half. Yeah. But we just have not seen that from him. I don't know how many times he fumbled the ball all last season, but I guarantee you it was under 5. And I think the running game has really been explosive enough for us to just continue to try to pound that rock, and you just gotta be so excited to see humans in that power breakaway running style of his, in a Tiger uniform. And I think we're going to see more of him.
Listen to the bass go boom, explosion, overpowering, over the competition, I'm towering, wrecking shop. When I drop these lyrics that'll make you call the cops. Don't you dare stare, you better move. Don't ever compare me to the rest that'll all get sliced and diced. Competition's paying the price. I'm gonna knock you out. Mama said knock you out. I'm gonna knock you out. Mama said knock you out. I'm gonna knock you out. Mama said knock you out. I'm gonna knock you out. Break down.
Back from the break, what an impressive show by the Riverview Rams band. The Kilty band is just amazing tonight. They did the 9/11 tribute, Amazing Grace, and we have been treated wonderfully well. And if you've been watching this game, the Palmetto Tigers had some fumbles, put the ball on the ground against that very stingy, aggressive Riverview Rams defense. But going back to the initial coin toss, if you remember, the Palmetto Tigers won the toss, elected to defer, so really in good shape. 12 minutes here in the left on the clock, opening up here this third quarter.
Yeah, it's what they call the 2-for-1. You score on the last drive, much like we ran the kickoff back, and then you get the ball again, so you get the opportunity to score twice, ending the second quarter, beginning the third, and can change the whole outlook of this game, hopefully.
Get a kick out of good service with our friends at DeVito's Auto, located in Ellington. There's a high driving kick, and this one's going to be fielded by Simmons back there. He's got the ball at 5 and looking for a break and nothing doing. A good tackle, and that's going to be that Bloom out there with a tackle. So Palmetto Tigers start not a great return there. We'll start the ball at about the 14-yard line.
And guys, let's hope we have a clean second half. Let's control the football. Let's hold on to the football. Let's try to cut down on the unnecessary penalties. Not that there's unnecessary penalty, but it's the careless mistakes. And we're in this ball game. We have a chance to win this ball game, and we just have to be a little bit more fundamentally sound here.
Yeah, let's just concentrate on playing Tiger football and control what we can control here.
Fonte Humans is in the backfield there with Smith. He throws the long ball, got a receiver. He's at 40, he's at the 50, and stepping out of bounds at the 45-yard line.
Is that Rockland Lodge?
Rockland Lodge out there.
My goodness, it's a great way to start. Watching Xander, just a great throw.
Rockland Lodge
found a spot there in the zone, wide open, and put it right there in stride. So
great connection there for the first down. Palmetto Tigers now with the ball spotted at the 45-yard line. Xander Smith hands the ball off the back, running forward for no gain on the play.
That was big number 90. Was that 96 or 95?
95.
Yeah, Walter Lease.
So 2nd and 10 for the Tigers. Now Rockland Lodge is out here wide to the left. Damari Magwood in the slot over here. 2 receivers to the right. This time they hand the ball off And no gain on the play for Human, probably a gain of about 1 yard, bring us up a 3rd and 9.
So obviously the Rams made some halftime adjustments to shut down our running game, which has had some success here with Humans having a breakout game for the Tigers so far.
Good, interesting matchup over here is Charles Lester, the dynamic cornerback over here, and Timmons out here wide to the left for the Tigers. Xander Smith looks, fakes it. Now he throws the long ball behind the defense. Nobody home, incomplete pass. So that's going to bring up a punting situation for the Tigers.
Just trying to hook up with Malik Callaway. Just put a little bit too much steam on that one. Malik had a little bit of separation, but there was some good coverage out there with some safety over the top.
Now the very dangerous Jerron Glover goes back to return. And B. Gonzalez is the kicker back there to punt this one away. McMillan with the snap. It's a high snap, and he gets a very nice kickoff. That one is going to be trickles into the end zone.
Yeah, we lost sight of the ball on that. That should have been down to about the 5-yard line, but they couldn't pick it up. They're looking for it, but just couldn't pick it up.
Outkicked his coverage. But for the Tigers to start the second half, we didn't have the greatest kickoff return. We're able to flip completely the field. We're going to make the Rams have to go 80 yards against us here.
So now continuing in the quarterback rotation here, Joe Borchers is back there in the shotgun formation. Wow.
Oh, we had him.
Birch trying to get the sideline. Palmetto Tigers there force him out of bounds, so small gain on the play.
Yeah, maybe a yard, Brian, at most. A lot of running side to side, but nothing upfield.
A lot of Tigers standing right there in the backfield waiting for him, and allowed him to get outside there. Got outside of Jamil Williams, which that's a hard thing to do. But great comeback.
Oh,
yeah, lost it too.
Wow.
Yeah.
So
he was running east and west.
So 10:23 on the clock. The clock stopped there with the ball going out of bounds, player going out of bounds. And this time, quarterback Brashard looks, goes to the middle. Great completion there. Big hit.
Yeah.
3 Tigers converge, including Wester.
He
held on to it.
Yeah, you got Big Baby there, number 21. And you've got number 83, I think that was also in the area. Adonis. No, was that trying to pick up. I'm having a hard time seeing sometimes here, guys.
Yeah, Luke,
I'm in the corner. Who was that?
Luke Patina, the big tight end. The big tight end. He's a junior there. You're going to get hit. You might as well catch it. And great catch there, securing that. Brings up a 3rd and long here. This time it's handed off to Birch. Plows forward, but he's going to be short. About 2 yards short. Ooh, good spot over there.
Oh,
yeah, it's going to be. Yeah, they're going to move the chains.
That'll be.
Yeah, he was right on it.
Yeah, that'll be Arctic Air worthy, replay worthy there. So that's a first down on the spot. So he 9:22 on the clock.
Okay, he had to get to the line. He had to get right there.
He didn't make it. Knees were down, but that 1st and 10 for the Rams. Good spot there by the Arctic Air replay, showing things tonight. The guys tonight, the guys out in the stress box in the truck, they're pitching an A+ game here with all these great replays and camera work. Great job.
Yes, they've had some challenges last few weeks, but everything's clicking along. I'm happy for them, and it makes our job a whole lot easier up here.
Yeah, anybody could do what we're doing up here.
Pretty much,
when you got that talented crew behind us.
Absolutely.
And Birch looking, hopping, and there's Rumpf again. He drives forward for about a 3-yard gain on the play, and Rumpf having a fine game here today.
Rumpf actually has back-to-back tackles. He made the tackle on that previous play as well. He's really playing well tonight, getting off that block and just wreaking havoc in the backfield.
So it's going to be 3rd and we'll call it 8 yards. Borchert looks in the middle, and he's going to be short by about a yard. And that's
kind of the
again.
same. Yeah, kind of the same play. I like to have the tight end just kind of go to the middle of the field and turn around and throw it to him.
Yeah, the Rams are not even going to think about it. They're going for it.
Now, winners.
They're going to make us jump off sides.
They're going to try to bring those Palmetto Tigers off sides.
Oh,
they go with a play. It's it's an incomplete pass. So Palmetto Tigers ball. Wow.
I don't think the quarterback was planning on getting that ball. I really think they thought we were going to pull us off sides, and then he had to hurry the throw, and yeah, he had no shot.
Oh, well, you know what? Blowing things up was Jalen Wester in the backfield.
Of course.
To force the incomplete pass.
So great field position. We've got to take advantage of this.
Yes.
We have to do something with this, and even if it's a
this is a game changer
right here.
We got to get points.
They gave us a gift.
So
I mean, we're literally, if we don't get the first down, he could try a long field goal. We're right there.
So with 7:44 here in the third, it's a jet sweep, and that one's to Rockland Lodge, I believe, and he goes for about a 2-yard gain on the play.
Like the play call, we haven't had much luck getting outside on these guys, but positive yardage, and he's a game breaker.
And that Eli Rennick, number 51, he is very good on the defensive line.
Yes, he provides great senior leadership for this Rams defense.
Now the big back, Vontae Humans in the backfield back there with Smith. Over wide is Timmons out here to the left. This time they hand the ball off to Humans. Nice little jump cut in there. Goes for a nice gain of a 3 yards. So it brings up a third and manageable situation here for the Tigers.
And that's great to see him picking up right where he left off in the first half, having a great first half, running that ball north and south. Puts the Tigers in great spot here.
Plenty of time on the clock. Xander Smith resets the back. Now he throws it out there. And Rockland Lodge makes the catch, only a 2-yard gain. Oh, now we have Timmons over there tangled up with a defensive back. So there's going to be, has to be personal fouls coming here.
But we don't know.
We don't know.
Until we know who is going to be called against.
After the play, so let's just wait and see.
No, my guess.
They both were
Troy,
they both were pulling each other out of bounds, just making an effort play. They were blocking. They both just dragged each other out of bounds. There was nothing violent. There was nothing extra about it. It was just two guys being physical.
Well, Duke knows all these guys from playing with them, so
that was on Malik Callaway though.
Oh, okay, my bad. Thank you, Troy.
So yeah, out on the block.
Okay.
And, let's see. This is probably one of those going to go both ways, offsetting. Yeah. Let's see. Personal foul on the Tigers. Personal foul on the Rams. That's going to be your offsetting penalties.
So it's going to be 4th and short.
So here's the call. Do you go for it?
Yes.
I think so, yeah.
Yes, 31. You're talking about a 48-yard field goal, right?
Yeah, I think you go for it. Maybe right there, yeah. They were just...
And certainly try to at least draw the Rams off sides.
2 yards.
If that's the case, don't even call it.
Well, you got a big back there. You got a big quarterback. Yeah. You know, one thing you could do is fake it to Humans and keep it with the quarterback. And there it is.
There it is. You called it, Brian.
Good job, Brian.
Yeah.
Even though you can't see and you got your flashlight over here trying to read jersey numbers.
I brought him a little thing for the vendor here to make it a little easier.
It's dark over here. You know, it's dark over here in the corner.
I'm glad.
It's great having a 220-pound quarterback.
That 50,000 candle power flashlight head over there was blinding me.
Oh, yeah, that other one was a little bright.
That's why I got up. I grabbed that from a vendor last week just because I know at times it gets hard to see in these press boxes with the lighting. Is that working?
It's beautiful.
Okay. I was thinking about
that. That was mid-voice. Ken left the area here because we all were having, it's dark, and Ken slid back there and came back with this.
Try to be prepared for you.
And that's really, you know, you got the big back, but your quarterback's 225. I don't care if he's a freshman. You know, he's 225 pounds. He's 6'3".
He was laying the hit there on there.
And I like that play. Xander, I mean, he faked that pitch, so he got that defender to
make him think.
Commit. Just to think about it, commit for a second.
Just run over whoever's in front of you and dive for that first down. Move the chains.
Size matters. You know, it's a good
Tebow
it's a good thing. You know, when you have I can remember guys like Kyle Trask, not very mobile, and you know, he had a couple touchdowns against some just running touchdowns against some great defense.
And just keeps the defense honest.
Now Smith looks. He throws the long ball. This time he's got a man.
Got him.
Touchdown.
Yeah, beautiful pass by Xander Smith.
And that's Timmons out there. Duke Timmons.
So Timmons gets him nice little touchdown.
I bet you he has scored in that end zone before. What do you think?
Many times.
Check it out. He's got the look.
Look at this.
And look at the ball thrown to the outside shoulder.
Look at that replay there. Great job, guys, in the hot box down there.
Oh my goodness, what a nice connection.
He didn't even have to change his stride.
Goodness. Perfect touch. Outside shoulder.
That's college stuff right
Sometimes
there.
you don't have to wait for Saturdays to see a great play. It's Friday night. Palmetto Tigers now with the lead. Kick is up, and it is good.
So the big play of the game was the fourth down fiasco by Riverview. We get the ball back, get in the red zone. We didn't. We scored. We just scored.
Just a beautiful pass by our young quarterback.
Yes.
I mean, you can't ask for anything prettier than that right
And
there.
what a route by Timmons. Do you see him squat on that first down marker? Defender bites, and then it was all over but the crying, because with Timmons, if he's even, he is a leaving.
He showed great speed on that route, great patience, an awesome throw, great protection by the line. And here again, the young Tigers are making plays that are putting them in this game. This is a great way to start the second half.
Yeah, you know what, Troy, I'm glad that you brought that up, because the offensive line has done exactly what we've asked tonight as far as pass protection. He hasn't been rushed much at all. He hasn't had to break containment in the pocket. He's been able to stand back there and throw some passes when he's needed to. He's been a little bit off tonight, but that was a beautiful pass.
Throwing the ball down the field was early key, and then
high kick,
running when he needed to.
Driving Glover gets it, looking for a crease, explodes out there, and he's tackled. Very good play by the defense there. He's tackled on the 24-yard line. During that kick, we remind you to get a kick out of good service from our friends at DeVito's Auto, located in Ellington.
I'm going to be spending some time with John DeVito tomorrow. Our boys are playing baseball, so we'll be...
Who are you playing?
We're playing, well, it's a tournament, so I don't know who we play yet.
Good. Where's the tournament?
It's in Leesburg.
Oh, how fun.
Yeah, well, you know.
It's
sure
baseball.
It's cooler up there. It's north.
Yes. Yeah, North Florida, absolutely.
Guys, there are a few backstories here on the field, and that's
Lake
motivating some of these players. When we get another break, I'll get a chance to explain some of these backstories.
That sounds awesome, Troy. We'll kick it down to you, 5:58 here. Carter this time keeps it running. Williams comes up with a tackle, a gain of about 7 on the play. We're bringing it back to you, Troy.
Well, you know, Timmons was here at Riverview, and of course, during Timmons' tenure here, they had Malachi Weidman, who's now was a Tennessee signee, and is now at Jackson State with Deion Sanders. And then Jerron Glover transferred over from Booker. So Timmons felt like the odd man out, and so he transferred back to Palmetto, where he's getting an opportunity to show his abilities tonight.
Oh, that's a great report. Thank you for the Arctic Air sideline report. High snap, great play by Carter. On the chase, rolls out, throws it down. That's going to be incomplete pass. Great pass rusher, pass pressure there. It had to be Jalen Wester along with Augustine.
Yeah, really great job by Will Carter just to escape Big Baby and almost made a really nice throw. But
imagine getting the ball and you got four guys chasing you, and they're in your backfield already.
And he made a great catch on a very high snap. Could have been snapped over his head. So Carter throws a little out. Big hit coming. Shakes the tackle. He's going down the sideline at the 40. He's at the 50. And then he is tackled at the 40. So that had to be Charles Lester.
Wow. So you put a big hit on him, but you don't wrap him up.
So that's actually number 11, John L. Williams. Got to wrap him up.
Right there.
That's going to be, that's going to be.
We all saw it coming. And
that's Simpson.
Sheldrick.
Yeah, he was there. It just didn't wrap up, and wow.
He's a little rusty, but he's out there on the coverage.
Yeah, he is.
Oh, yeah, he's coming up to make the play. Boy,
oh, that's a pick.
That's a pick.
We got it.
Good call, Troy.
Big baby right there.
Jalen Wester. Big baby with a pick.
Be careful with that football.
Football, guys.
Yes, they like to throw the
All right, don't
hinky.
get crazy. Don't get crazy.
Now we got to watch out for the side.
There he is right there. He's just reading the quarterback's eyes and jumping that route.
That's a huge interception. Right when we needed it, too.
Yes.
It looked like they had a little confusion there. The tight end was running that same pattern. And, they were going to run a tunnel screen down the line of scrimmage, and Wester just jumped it.
He blew it up, yes.
Wow. Big play by Big Baby, Jalen Wester.
Got some momentum here, gentlemen. Let's see what the Tiger offense can do after a great drive for the third quarter here.
Oh, big hole there. Good run for about 5 yards. Coming up to make an amazing tackle there. That looked like it was going to be a 20-yard gain, but Tyree Smith, doing his thing. Wow.
That hole, a freight train could have went through that hole.
Yeah, we got a player down for the Rams.
Guys, you can tell the coaches are really into this. Coach Brazelton went over to Big Baby after the interception, Jalen Wester. He's already got a 15-yard penalty and told him to be careful, so he doesn't get kicked out on another penalty for celebrating.
Yeah,
so
good
you don't
call.
want something like that to happen. So the coaches are on top of everything here.
Look at that hole right there. My goodness.
That is another A-plus Arctic Air sideline report by Troy Bellamy over there. With 2 personal fouls in the game, that was very close to the edge, Troy. That's a very good reporting.
Troy's our smooth operator, sideline reporter. Very smooth.
And for those of you out there listening, Tom Porter tonight, his son is out there playing for the Parish Community High School. And as much as Tom has been with us for, nearly 10 years on our broadcast, blood is thicker than high school leaders.
And I think he's starting tonight.
He's exactly where he needs to be. And, his young son, Nick, is only a freshman. He's playing with the big boys. And hopefully he doesn't listen to Tom too much as far as technique.
Hold up, man. I can't let you do Tom.
Go ahead.
Hopefully they don't let Tom on the sideline. He might.
You think
he's reporting?
You think he has on his Bruce Arians hat tonight? Or
he could. Yes,
Well,
I wouldn't put it past him.
With Tom, with that large head size, even if he's only using 1/4 of his brain with that fitted 9+ hat that he has,
We were talking about that today.
We're going to get Tom a name, image, and likeness contract for the extender. That's what
It's
he
fun
needs.
to talk about Tom when he's not present.
We're
right?
going to buy some hats at work.
He's very.
We can't find anybody to make one for Tom.
He's very.
Well, they could get 2 of them and sew them together.
Back to the live action here. This time, humans. Oh boy, nearly forced a fumble there, and that
31.
I think number 38.
38.
Is it 38?
That is Deshaun Olave. It's hard to tell with the Riverview.
I thought it was 31, and it looks like it might be 51. Right?
That's it.
Sean Olave, big play there. He's making plays.
We were both wrong.
3rd and 6.
It's hard to read their numbers off.
It is.
I don't know why.
Those dark jerseys with like a silver number.
That's why I love our uniform.
Yes.
The one thing we have in mind is to have big numbers, very easy to see. Timmons tries to break a tackle, but unable to do that. Number 10 over there making the play is Charlie Cooper.
So we still have about 4 yards. So I'm sure they're going to
3. Yeah, they're going
this
to
thing
play
out,
field position.
try to flip this field. But another reception by the Riverview transfer.
Now this is dangerous. All right, so you have the new punter. He hasn't been punting in football for very long. He's been very good for the Palmetto Tigers. Number 45 is B. Gonzalez. Jacob Milligan's going to fire this one back there. And Jaron Glover is back there, and he's dynamic.
He's dangerous.
And the punt's a very high short punt.
He's going to stay away from it.
See if that one might hit
Just
somebody.
grab it before it's bouncing the wrong way.
And it goes to the 32. And that's one thing we've seen on these turf fields, you know, at Tallahassee Lincoln, at Miami Central. Those balls check up and go backwards a lot on these turf fields.
Yeah, depending on how the ball hits, it's going to exaggerate the actual bounce.
Yeah, but Gonzalez has really done an incredible job for really his lack of experience. If you remember last week, every punt that he had to kick, he was picking the ball off the ground.
Yes,
right?
yes.
Every snap was low.
He's done great for us.
Carter back there hands it off to Birch. Tries forward for about a 3-yard gain. Yeah, going back to B. Gonzalez. You know, after his performance of picking those balls off the turf, I almost wanted to recruit him to play third base on the softball team because he was really picking them.
And that's why, you know, we continue to give praise to his coaching staff. Coach Robbie does an incredible job every year.
And this week, Jacob Milligan looks like they've got everything correct, and he's been doing a good job. Oh, there, Carter gets it. Oh,
my goodness.
Jalen Wester saves a touchdown.
Jalen Wester. Let's see if we can pick that up on the replay here. He shoestring tackle there. Otherwise, he was off to the races.
Wow.
Right there, yeah.
It looked like he was going to split him.
I mean, he slid 5 yards. He was moving so fast.
He's got the ball again, puts his foot in the ground, takes a big hit by Jake Ruiz. So a gain of about 1 yard on the play.
He is scary every time he decides to run the ball.
Xavier Houston was also in there. We haven't called his name much tonight, but
he did block a pass early on. But yes, good to hear his name called again.
2nd and 9 with 1:55 on the clock here. Rams. Carter hands it off to Burks. Big hit.
Gotta grab
Shakes
him.
the tackle. And then finally Ruiz is there to wrap things up, and it's a nice gain on the play, but short of the first down.
yeah, we've got to start wrapping up on, these big backs. You just
fresh
legs. We're putting huge hits on them, but
yeah, that's a new running back.
That's Ahmad Hunter into the game. So Ahmad Hunter now riding left sidecar back there with Carter. He views the field. And they hand it to him again, driving hard. First down, Rams. Now Carter, he's a sophomore running back, so the future is bright in the backfield here for these Rams. 1:09 on the clock here. Rams driving here in the Ram Bowl. Rams trail in this one. Palmetto Tigers 19, Rams 14. Third quarter action. Bunch formation out to the left. Carter looks over there early. Now he rolls to his right, got a corner, and he takes advantage of the situation. Gets a block and steps out of bounds at the 39.
Yeah, we may have to put a spotter on this quarterback because if there's nothing downfield, the receivers are taking our corners and our safeties deep, and
we got to contain at the defensive end. Yes, absolutely. He is a threat.
So he did step out of bounds at the 41. That brings up a 2nd and 5. Carter hands the ball off. Birch driving forward, another first down. So the Rams are driving here. The clock stops while they move the markers at 43.5 seconds. Finally over there to make the tackle on the play was Greg Parker. Looked like a little movement there, no call. Birch runs to the middle of the line, met by a host of Tigers. Gain of about 2 on the play, brings up a 2nd 8, and that's probably going to be the last play of this third quarter, and we may go to a commercial break. They're hustling things up, 9 seconds on the clock. 5 seconds on the clock. Carter looks to the sideline. 1. And he gets the snap off right before the horn. And he's going to be tackled after a 2-yard gain. That's twice in this game. Palmetto offense rushed to get a play off at the end of the second quarter. Riverview looked like they rushed and pressed a little bit to get the ball off. And also Carter was very loose with a football on that going to the center of the line.
We're wearing number 7 in honor of our friend Michael Steele.
He was killed by a drunk driver.
Don't drink and drive.
Hey guys, Chris Conley here from Conley Buick GMC. Hang on for the fourth quarter and remember, go Tigers.
Now here, it's beginning of the fourth. 12 minutes on the clock. Rams driving. 3rd and 5. Jet sweep. It's got an edge. Turns it inside. Lester breaks 1 tackle, 2 tackles, 3 tackles, and driven out of bounds at the 10-yard line. So Charles Lester III, CL3 as they call him here, with a great run.
So you're seeing a lot of misdirection. You're seeing a lot of run up the gut. Power, power, power. You know, we try to stack up a little bit in the middle. They run the edge with basically a sweep.
Knocking on the door.
We got a lot of speed on this team, John.
Yes,
they do.
Speed.
And in the red zone are the Rams. And we've got a little movement there. It's a false start on the Rams. It's going to back them up 5 yards.
We hope so. It is. It is.
I saw it.
Never know.
Hey,
I know. I saw it too. I was hoping. I knew you were right, but I was just didn't know if they knew you were right.
Yeah, it doesn't necessarily mean it's the truth.
They've had their share of mishaps.
Yeah, that
puts them behind the chains here.
11:49 on the clock. It's 1st and 15. Oh, he runs the option. Oh, that looked like a little hole there. And it's going to be Simmons.
Yeah, Simmons is able to get there, but that was an obvious hold, gentlemen.
Yes.
Well, we may pick that on the yard to get a replay.
We can see those mystery face masks. We can't pick up a hold.
Check this out.
Look at that.
Right there.
Jamil was a little bit.
Hey, that's a violation of the law in 67 states.
All right, that brings up a
67 states?
County.
67 county. Yeah, I know what you meant.
Well, 2nd and 19 for the Rams. Look for Augustin on the rush here. Here he comes.
Here he comes.
Ooh,
throw it up.
And it is a penalty in the back. Penalty in the backfield.
He put his hands on him when he was going up.
Oh, there is a flag.
Yes. He tried to hit Augustin Kim through there, and he tried to hit the arm of the passer, and hand got near the face. Check it out.
Watch your right.
Yep.
No, it's going to be roughing the passer. So.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah.
He had his hand up there trying to hit the quarterback's arm. Too close to the face there. Unfortunate. What a break for the Rams there.
So it puts
unbelievable.
Made good coverage.
Yep.
Ball was a little overthrown.
Did they get a first down out of this?
No, it's not an automatic first down in high school.
So it's going to be 3rd and second. Nope.
They've got first down on the marker over there.
Yeah, I don't know if
correct.
that's right. Yeah.
Coach Marino's not happy about something, but
that would be it. That's what it'd be.
Yeah.
That would be what he's on the field for.
Yes.
And there's a great play, and that's Augustin.
The officials gave them a first down.
Yeah,
and they moved the line of scrimmage. So that's a crazy, crazy play.
But that's not right. In 67 counties again.
Yes, that's so right.
In 50 counties and 67 states, you cannot do that. All right, 10 minutes and 30 seconds on the clock here. Rams. Now we have stop.
We got him again.
They got us.
And great defensive end got caught with a little flinch, but,
It wasn't much, but I guess it was enough, Troy.
Yeah, and the roughing the passer, those are judgment, those officials are making bang calls, but we've got a lot of those tonight.
Yeah, he was. Yeah. Now that one, he had his arm out there trying to hit the quarterback's arm, and that was a tough one on the
judgment is questionable.
So here, 10:26 on the clock. Riverview driving here. 2nd and 8. Hands it off to Birch. Nice cut, running for the end zone, and a great play there by Sheldrick. No, that's by.
No, that's 14. That's going to be a Houston.
Xavier Houston. Wow.
Saved a touchdown.
That looked like a clear touchdown there, and Elzavion Houston with a great play. Maybe about a yard or a half yard shy of the 50. First down. Yeah, that's going to be Riley Jackson. He plays both ways, offensive line and defensive tackle. Let's hope that's a cramp. He's out there a lot.
Yeah, I'm
for
not.
These Tigers.
I know the coach. I talked to Coach Moreno a couple of weeks ago, and he really wanted to keep him more on the defensive side. So I haven't been paying attention to see if he's been in there much offensively tonight, but because of this reason, because he'll never be fresh. That's a lot. It's humid out there. If you watched that Buccaneer game last night,
yes, they were cramping up.
They were cramping every play. We've already had a few cramps here tonight on both sides of the ball. But
and in football, that last play, the play made by Elzavian Houston, now it brings up a 3rd and about a yard, and crazy things can happen coming out of this 3rd. You might get a false start, and you could get a sack and a fumble.
Right.
But that was a touchdown-saving tackle on a play that looked like it was clearly going for 6.
Yeah, he was smelling the end zone on that, and Alzavian had the angle, and it came up just a little short.
A lot of time.
Now, what do you think? There's going to be a penalty here?
I would say, and a lot of times Birch is a very smart young man, but a lot of times the back will move early on this kind of. It's such a big situation there. He's leaning a little bit. He's good. Makes a cut, and that's going to be tackled short. Now, this is interesting. He's going to have the first down. So he's got the first down. So now it's going to be 1st and goal from inside the 1-yard line.
He's not quite got the first down, guys. He's just a little bit short. He's got to make it to the hash.
Yeah, they got 4th down on the.
Wow,
and
is incredible.
He's about a half a yard short.
That is incredible, because looking over there, it looked like the
good call there,
spot.
Troy.
Yeah, the spot looked like it was on the other side. So, potentially they could get a first down and then a touchdown. Even though
they're going to think about this one, which is probably why.
The ball is at the 1-yard line. And
they can get a first down at the 1.
Yeah, you can get the first. It's just shy of the 1-yard line, Troy, from our vantage point here. So you can get the first down and not score. So
it's a good thing here, regardless of what happens. Riverview is used one of their timeouts.
Yes.
So if we get into critical mode here later on,
they may need it.
This spot is actually a full yard short.
Really?
This is a big decision. I mean, it's about a yard and a half, really. About a yard, yeah, but a full yard short.
Okay, you're right on top of the marker over there. So,
and the thing is, it's a 5-point game. You take the 3 points and you cut it down to that safety where you could win this thing on a field goal.
But you do have a great defense. And you would put Palmetto, even if you don't make it, you put Palmetto in the position to have a safety.
For the Rams to get a safety.
Yeah, and force a punt future. But here, really,
and they may not run a play here and try to draw them off sides.
Well, this is all about athlete on athlete here.
Yes, making plays.
Look for Jalen Wester here. Palmetto jumps on the board. Now wait, it's going to be half the distance. So no matter what it is,
it might be short.
It's going to be short. It's like the frog jumping down the yardstick, right? If he goes
Public
halfway.
Address announcers. Well, he just gave him a first down. Yeah, how do you
from the mark? It's from
it was a yard and a half. They got the half yard, so they're at the half yard line.
Yeah.
Well, so we can keep them out of the.
Oh, good pressure. Ball's high. Catch Glover for 6. So Jerron Glover goes high, and the Michigan State commit.
That's a penalty.
with a catch.
That's a very tough play for Shelter to guard. That's
Right.
a high jumper. He's a little bit bigger. It's a quick slant on the goal line. Great
Yep,
coverage.
way up in the air. Just throw it up there where he can grab it and easy 6.
So now the Rams have taken a 20-19 lead here, 9:25 on the clock. Looks like they're going to go out there, even though the clock here, there's quite a bit of time. See if they go out there to kick this or go for 2.
Well, when you're
They'll
up
blow
for
another
1,
timeout. They're gonna
I
blow
don't have
another
the chart
timeout.
in front of me, but I think if you're up by 1, you could go for 2 because it gives you a 3-point lead.
So
Yeah, but that would be 7 minutes and less generally, right?
And the Rams just called their second
No, you can use the
timeout.
chart anytime you.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, when it's just a guide to make a decision, you go with your gut.
That's whether they make this extra 2-point conversion or not. That is a tough decision for them to blow a timeout on the extra point.
Yeah,
absolutely.
That's right.
At least
Right.
over 1 in the second half.
So they're
of the
down to
game.
1, yes. And you see that a lot on the high school level because they don't put the time in getting personnel, and they're so concerned about offense and defense, and sometimes they don't put the time in, and it results that you have to take timeouts to get personnel out on the field.
Now, when we've talked about this multiple times with Palmetto High School and Coach Marine and the coaching staff, and what we have seen, if you look on the TigerVision across the board there, you'll notice 3 timeouts by the Tigers here late in the fourth quarter. That's something we see year after year after year, and when Palmetto has some of these close, tough, tight games, that has benefited the Tigers over the years. Now, big play here for Carter.
They're going for 2.
They're going for it. They throw it out there, and that one is caught. And that one is going to be an interesting look because as the defender got in, as he was landing that one, but Glover makes a catch. That'll be a good look there, too. See if the ball moves on the catch. This is going to be a fantastic look by our Arctic Air replay cam. Watch this. So here's the catch.
Well, yeah, we're going to be watching Glover next year on Saturdays, boys.
But watch this. Watch that ball. It's moving. See, moving.
Oh.
That was close.
Well, that's why you got to have replay. And there's no reason not to have replay in high school football now. There really is no reason for it anymore.
Well, not everybody has the world's best production company behind us here in the press box, right?
They could buy us the equipment.
Yeah.
And we could do replays for every football game. Just a small, phenomenal fee, about, I don't know, $1 million.
Enough to cover some AstroTurf?
Yeah. They can do it.
Well, what an exciting game.
It's a great
man,
game, buddy.
The crowd is getting jazzed up now. Their fans are up. We brought a very nice contingent of fans here from Palmetto, and they're up. They believe in our players.
Yeah, you can't tell we have a lot of fans, Troy, because those are the biggest.
That's bigger than a lot of home.
Yeah, those stands over there. It's like a quarter of a mile long.
Low driving kick. It's going to be returnable. Oh, and it bounces into the end zone. Palmetto Tigers will have the ball first and 10 from the 20. As the kick was going off there, we remind you to get a kick out of good service with our friends at DeVito's Auto, located in Ellington. Well, this one's been interesting here. We've had penalties. We've had turnovers. We've had, big returns. We've had very solid defense out here. And 22-19, if you wanted to come down and watch a fun football game in a great environment, you can't have a better night for football than what we've seen here in the Ramble.
And I still think there's more to come. This is going to be just like last night. Whoever has the ball last may be the team that wins.
These are the type of games we have every time we play Riverview.
Yes.
Every time.
Yeah, they're always close.
There goes. He fakes it. Zanders keeps it, runs forward for about a 3-yard gain. Wow. Fake the handoff there to Adonis Moise, running inside for about we'll call it a 2-yard gain. Looked like 3 yards on the play. Xander Smith has Rockland Lodge out in the slot along with Malik Calloway over here to the right. This time good press rush there and a sack. The Rams get across the line. Really a great job by the D-line, the entire defensive line in the backfield.
That's their first sack of the evening. It took all the way to the fourth quarter.
Yeah, but they just smothered the offensive line.
Yeah.
I mean, look, he barely has the ball.
95 and 94 put the Tigers in a predicament here. They got to move the chains.
So 8:21 on the clock. Palmetto Tigers with a 3rd and 10. Ball's at the 20-yard line. Stoppage of play, and there is your first timeout for the Palmetto Tigers.
And probably a wise use. We're not in desperation mode here, but being down by 3, 3rd and 8, you want to make sure everybody's on the same page, get this call, and figure out a way to get this first down to keep this drive alive.
So, on the last possession, the one call over there, Coach Marino was losing his mind on the personal foul on the first down. It was like a 2nd and 28 or something like that, and then you get a personal foul. And I don't believe in high school it's an automatic first down. And Coach Marino was nearly in the Riverview backfield.
Yes,
as
he was not happy
as the play broke, the first down play. So 8:12 on the clock. Here in the exciting Ram Bowl, Palmetto Tigers. Xander Smith looks. Freshman with a rip of a throw out there. Beautiful pass out there to Derek Timmons.
That was a dart.
Yeah. And you wonder why you have a 6'4", 225-pound freshman quarterback. That's a college throw. You got a deep out. And look at the route there once again by Timmons.
Playing soft and move the chains.
Oh, no. Where to go for Cleve Benson.
Yeah, and Cleve had both arms over that ball. And you know what? He almost looked like he was like a robot. I mean, he just was more worried about holding on to the ball there than he was trying to make a cut,
Smith looks, throws it out there. Going low to catch that one. I believe that was Adonis Moise out there on the reception.
It's going to be another 3rd and long here, guys.
Yes. Nice catch, but just for a short gain.
So thrown below his knees. And he's one that can certainly make a miss out there. This time, Malik Callaway lines up wide here to the boundary. Rockland Lodge, and then Adonis Moise in the slot. A freshman out there going through all these plays. Smith steps up, running, and he's going to be tackled after about a 2-3 yard gain, so it's going to be short.
Took a hard hit, too, there at the end, gentlemen. Very hard hit.
I think you punt the ball here and play defense.
You have to.
If he gets off, he's had some good punts with some hang time. You can always maybe get a turnover.
Yeah, and this is
got to play field position here.
And the thing about Jerron Glover back there, it's a good news, bad news. If you get off a great punt, you may outkick your coverage, and you've got the Michigan State commit back there who can do a lot of things with a football. So
that's their 3rd time
out. That's the 3rd time out for Riverview. Now that's interesting with 6 minutes and 20 seconds remaining here in the game.
Yeah, looking at some game film on his punt returns, he returned. I saw Coach Stevenson. I said, it looks like he returns everything to the left. And he said, yeah, they were quite aware of that. And so we'll see what happens here.
And coming in now, I just had a text from Tom Porter, big smile on his face.
Oh, look at that. I love
his son at the game out there.
That's good stuff right there.
We miss you tonight, Tom, but that's a great picture.
About.
You got it figured out. You got it figured out, boss. We're going to take it down to Troy Bellamy here before the punt.
Guys, this is a huge down here. We got to either flip the field and make sure that Glover doesn't get a good return here. We got our speed team on the field, Big Baby, Cedric Augustin, and the Simpson brothers. So we should get a good kick here.
Snap.
There is a good snap, a very high kick, and it is going to bounce out of bounds at the 30-yard line. So it'll be 1st and 10, Rams at their 30 with 6:12 on the clock.
Another good punt there by B. Gonzalez, and once again, you just have to take your hat off and to Coach Robbie and just the work that he does. People don't understand it. We don't have a history of, like thoroughbred kickers that come to Palmetto. He has to go find.
He goes through the hallways.
He wants to see who are the soccer players, who wants to play football, right? And he works with them and works with them. So our punter, he's going to play football. Our kicker is still learning. He's done just an outstanding job, but he does it every year.
What was good about that punt was it was directional, using the sideline as extra help and kicking away from Glover and the ball going out of bounds.
Stopping the clock.
You got to keep it out of his hands.
Oh, yeah.
You have to.
He was scary to watch running punts back to the left.
And what a job tonight by Jacob Milligan. Last week, he's probably gone through thousands of snaps.
Yeah, he has figured it out.
He's also a defensive back, and he's been out there, or linebacker, and he's been snapping. So he's got a lot of reps in this week, really cleaned some things up there, having a good game tonight. And that's Birch running up the middle. He goes for about a 3-yard gain.
He is a beast. I'm reminded every week about the talent of football players we have in Sarasota, Manatee County. It's unbelievable what comes out of these two counties.
Now Ahmad Hunter is back there in the backfield. Carter. Oh, this time the Tigers come across the line.
Yeah, and that's Rumpf, isn't it? I think that's going to be number...
Is that Rumpf
That's
again?
Andrew Rumpf again, yeah.
Number
70.
Man, he has been so impressive.
This has been a great game for him, coming out party. Actually, he played well last week, yes.
Man, he is splitting. I mean, he looks like a linebacker shooting an A-gap with nobody blocking him, but he's doing that with an offensive line in front of him tonight. Impressive for Rumpf. 5:15 on the clock. It's 3rd and 8. Big down. Carter keeps it. Running to the right, trying to get an edge, and he's going to be run out of bounds.
And he ran out of bounds. Thank you.
Stops the clock.
Yeah, a nice job by Rutrell Crawford to get over there and get a helmet on him.
And I look over at the clock, and then I saw another second go, but it stops here at 5.
Right there, Crawford.
I don't want to point this out, but they were a little slow on that clock.
I know.
Yes.
It was about 5:05 when that kid went out of bounds.
Troy, I noticed that.
Troy, they don't know that you're a...
I watch everything. Listen, I'm from Sarasota, so I know what goes on down here at the One Goat Way.
Speak to me, Troy. Speak to me.
I was trying to be cool, but there you go. 5 on the clock down here.
Okay, let's be smart here. Just don't rough him.
Don't jump off sides.
Don't jump. Yes.
Nice snap. Ooh. Wester gives a little pressure. Nice, beautiful, high spiraling kick. And it is going to be picked up by Simmons and down
Still
the sideline, and he's finally tackled at the 30. Did he stay in bounds?
That's what we call recovery.
Woo!
That's a recovery.
Little scary there. A little scary.
A little.
That's what you call going from 0 to hero in about a
great
split
camera
second.
coverage.
Wow.
Hey, how many times do you think he has had to field a punt that high? That was a beautiful punt.
Yes.
I know, Kenny, you must have really
Kenny
enjoyed
Burton
that.
could do him like that, but that thing turned over.
Yeah, that was it. It was everything you wanted in a punt, and it gets a little scary when that thing's coming down nose first, turning over, and makes you think about it.
The good thing is there's no wind out here at all tonight. There's nothing.
So here you
Actually, it makes it easier to turn the ball over when there's not much wind.
4:49 on the clock. Xander Smith throws an out there, and it's dropped.
That's going to be, I think, the first. Oh,
Timmons, and there's a flag coming in late, and it's probably going to be on the block.
Yeah, I think that's going to be on us, isn't it?
Yep, it's going to be on us. Timmons, incomplete pass, and then coming back to throw a block was a Tiger, so that's going to probably back those Tigers up. Tough. You know, the Palmetto Tigers really been shooting themselves in the paw tonight. Oh, my goodness.
I was going to say it was against the Rams. He grabbed Levante Humans and threw him out of bounds. So it was.
You don't know what you don't know, Brian. You have to wait.
I didn't think that was too bad of a football play right there. Let's watch that again.
There's Humans right here.
Humans is right there.
It's a huge play.
So he blocked. There's a block there. There you go. There it is right there.
Okay.
The second guy always gets caught.
Boy, that's huge. Now Humans drives
Hold on
forward.
to it. Got to hold on to it.
They're trying to tackle that ball. Ball's across the 50-yard line. Gain of about 6 on the play. Clock is at 4:34. Palmetto Tigers still have 2 timeouts.
2 timeouts, plenty of time.
Yeah, we really need that offensive line.
We need a nice, complete, finished drive
Got to
here.
be their best series
6
here.
points, yes.
Plenty of time on the clock. Xander Smith flips it out there. Wow, nothing there. And
Actually
that one,
lost yardage.
Yeah, well, that's going to be Bo Bloom.
Yes.
I don't think, there's no one on that field other than Big Baby that does any better than that right there. I mean,
So another 3rd and long. We may be at two down territory here, gentlemen.
Yeah, he's so quick to the ball.
you may want to bait that one and then throw behind, go over the top.
You'll get them.
They're coming up fast. 3:41 on the clock. Xander Smith looks things over, talking to the coaches on the sideline. 3:29 on the clock. Xander Smith, option, pitches it out there, cuts it inside. He's got the first down, driving forward. Good block.
Can you believe that call, an option?
Great
on
block.
3rd and long.
Callaway with a great block, and number 50 out there for the Tigers.
And look,
pick up Callaway.
There are Rams in front of him, and he just blows by him.
Callaway.
53 out there. Kywan Smith throwing a great
That's a
block out
gutsy
there.
call to run the option on 3rd and long.
Keon Smith. Woo, 3:15 on the clock. 1st and 10 for the Tigers. Ball's at the 40. Throws it out there. Rockland Lodge got to make somebody miss. Spins off a tackle. Then he goes forward. He's got it. He's 30. And steps out of bounds at the 31-yard line.
Tigers are moving here. The thing they don't want to do is score too quick here.
Yeah, he actually got away from Bo Bloom there with that cast
Look
on
at
his
that.
hand.
Got by 2.
Yeah, got
out of bounds.
Got by Brady Bloom and Bo.
Now from this,
that is you're doing something good when you can do that.
from right here, we do know that Colorado has the leg to drive it through, but Tigers not looking for 3,
We
looking
want
for
to finish
6.
this thing.
Oh, they're gonna call a
First
personal
down.
foul. They're gonna call it on
No.
our number 58, I think, one of our linemen, or 50.
No.
Yeah.
Is there a flag?
First down.
No, it's gonna be a flag. It's a
looks
late
like
hit.
a flag.
It's a late hit.
It should be on them.
I saw Sean Buchanan.
Okay.
Sean
I think
Buchanan.
he's going offsetting on this one, guys.
Okay.
This is going to be my call tonight. I think he's going to go offsetting, so we have a personal
Troy
foul.
said it was on them.
It's on the Tigers?
And
No, they
Trick
called
said
it on us.
No,
us.
it's
So
on.
Rick was right
it's
this
on.
time.
Yeah, it's on Buchanan. He was still blocking downfield, and after the play was dead, and
You guys are going to have to look at that on replay because I didn't see it.
What number was it, Rick?
and the referee was standing right in front of number 58. He was standing right in
58.
front of him.
Man. Wow, and out of field goal range now. The ball is going to be spotted at the 43-yard line. 3rd and 13. Wow.
So I think it was Teddy.
Hold on.
Teddy Powell.
Hold on.
The side judge,
ain't right.
the side
Public
judge
address
marked it as a
announcers,
first down. It looked like it was a dead ball penalty.
Yes, so we got
So
a
it should
first
be
down.
a first down.
Yes.
Correct.
Dave's got to get him straight.
Dave's got to
here.
get it right. So it's going to be a first down.
That's what Coach Marino is
Yep,
arguing
He's
about.
saying,
It should
come
be
on,
a
guys.
first down.
I don't want to do your job.
First down. First and 10.
First down.
Yeah, Dave.
Yeah.
Dave Marino's gonna need some. He's gonna need some assistance tonight, boy. He's trying to referee this game and coach. He may have to keep a rule book in his pocket.
Yes.
He's been coming off that sideline so much to assist. He's going to blow out a hamstring. Dave Marino doing a fine job out there. 251.
but
on the
he's
clock.
right.
He's right on that. Dead ball. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard
Option.
line. Oh, brother. And he breaks the tackle and drives forward, but it's 2-yard loss on the play. Clock continues to wind.
Yeah, Tyree Smith, but yeah,
They read that one.
They
really
read that
good.
one well, and they were able to contain. And they do have a lot of speed on the edge. Those linebackers.
And then they had to wait for the wrestler to show up.
Finish it, yeah.
To wrap him up and take him down initially. 2:15 on the clock. Xander Smith, ball on the 45.
We gotta get
It's going to be a
something
second
here.
12.
Need a big play.
Smith looks nowhere to go, breaks the tackle. And
Hold on to it.
Sacked at the 46-yard line.
I think it's time to use one of those timeouts.
Yeah, but I think they are finally.
I'm going to take a timeout here, and then it's going to be 2 down territory for the Tigers.
Yeah, I think our objective here is to get to the 33-yard line in 2 downs.
So, in a very interesting game tonight, I'm going to turn it down. This one down to Troy Bellamy on the sideline. What you feeling, Troy? Troy, can you hear me on the Arctic Air sideline?
I think it's a little noisy down there on the sideline.
It's getting a little noisy. It's a very loud atmosphere here. They got the music going. It's 1:40 on the clock. Fourth quarter. Palmetto Tigers with the ball. And it is a 3rd and 20. Have to get all the way down to the 34-yard line for the first down.
Yeah, there's no shot at a field goal here, even if they get close,
Unless
because
something
it's
magical
going to
happens,
be
right?
if they make it to the 35-yard line, you're still talking 52 yards. So, but with that, you're going to probably better off just to go for it. So let's see what they can do and get a good chunk of it here. And
so obvious passing situation here. This O-line just got to buckle down right now and give Xander a little bit of time to find a receiver.
Now they got humans in the backfield. That'll give you a little extra pass protection back there. Cleve Benson in the slot. He looks, throws it, nice throw. And it is incomplete pass.
it was right there. It was right there. Would have been 4th and 2.
4th and 2. That was intended
Well,
for
it would have been
Rockland
if he caught
Lodge.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Rockland Lodge. Incomplete pass.
So we really have no option here. We got to go for it.
Yeah,
we just got to hope.
maybe a little behind him there, but definitely a catchable ball.
Okay, so what you got? You got 2 receivers. You got Malik Callaway out there, 6'4" out there, big receiver. And on the other side, you got Timmons, who's a 6'3" rangy receiver. So Derek Timmons and Malik Callaway. You split them each side of the field. Timmons is out there on the left. Malik Callaway is out here on the right. What you want to do is find the tallest cornerback and then find the smaller cornerback, and you're going to throw to one of the big receivers. And I look for Malik Callaway out there. So it's Callaway running a slant, and that was short. Incomplete pass. Turnover on down, minute and 31 seconds on the clock. Palmetto Tigers with only 1 timeout remaining.
Unfortunate circumstances the way that drive ended. I don't know if did they bat the ball here, or he just threw it short, one-hopped it. We can stop the clock obviously one time. They're going to probably milk the clock here.
You know, I'm a little bit baffled. I mean, you know, obviously we cleaned up a few of the penalties that we got, but all the penalties that we got in the second half were all judgment calls. Late hit, personal foul. You know, I mean, why would an official call a personal foul that late in the game and make a decision on the game? I'm not really sure. I mean, you know.
So 1 minute 31. Carter takes this one, hands the ball off there. Palmetto is going to try to tackle the ball. Birch running forward. Goes for about a 1-yard gain. And Palmetto Tigers burn that timeout here. Well, it's a minute and, I saw it was a minute and 24 on the clock. Now it's down to a minute and 20. So lost
the clock operator's just down a little ways from us. We did wake
Wow.
him up a little
4
bit.
seconds on that one. Heard the whistle blow and 4 seconds. So it's a minute and 20 seconds on the clock. So what you want to do here as the Rams. You want to run wide plays and stay in bounds. So you got the ball in the middle of the field so you can go either direction. The ultimate no-no on this is have a back or a quarterback, take this one and go out of bounds with it. That's the only thing. The only way really to lose this game in this situation is an exchange problem, a muff snap, or have someone run the ball and step out of bounds. So minute 20 on the clock here. The Rams, Carter waits for this one. Hand it off right to the middle. Jaden Birch for a nice gain brings up a 3rd and 3. So really they're going to be able to kneel this one out at this point. 45 seconds on the clock here in high school football, Ken?
Yeah, 40. I think it's 40, yeah. And
so here the clock is at 48 seconds. Now down to 5 seconds. Back judge has got the hand up. And timing is Jalen Wester.
Yeah, but let me
Be
tell
careful.
You something. Yeah, but the referees never blew the whistle until he was already in.
Yes,
in the process
slammed him
of
down.
tackling him. And that's just a bad call by the
See if
refs.
let's see if there was any. Hard to see on that look. Don't know.
He's just trying to knock the ball loose.
A false start would have stopped.
Well, he never threw the flag, and now he's trying to justify calling a penalty.
Well, how can that? Yeah.
That's it. That's another first down, and that's ball game.
That's the first down,
That's
and
it.
that is going to be the ball game. And what we've seen tonight, Palmetto fans, I'm not looking at the chatter today, but I'm sure it's going to be interesting tonight as the clock winds down. The Rams are hanging on to this 22-19 lead, so they're going to get out of here with the win here. So the clock is down to 20 seconds here. Rams in the victory formation. So down, it looks like that this one will just wind down. 3,
that's it.
2, 0.
There's the
zero's
flag.
on
They got to
there's
get
a
one
flag.
more in.
Goodness gracious.
From this defensive secondary.
Wow.
Where nothing was going on.
Yeah, and again, this kid expressing his frustration. There you go. He waves it off.
Yeah,
That's ridiculous.
He just wanted to be on his 15 seconds of fame on TigerVision.
That's ridiculous.
This little score right there is interesting.
I'm usually not very critical. These guys are out there working hard, but this crew was, left a lot to be desired. Great game, though. Great game.
And as the clock goes to zeros, Palmetto Tigers, we'll get some statistics up for you here. It really a very competitive game, and the Palmetto Tigers really victim to a couple turnovers and a lot of tough breaks on some calls in the game. We had the targeting play on a fumble recovery. We had some other penalties there that piled up during the game, and it was just enough. And the Rams really, in this beautiful facility, escaped this time with a 22-19 victory over the Tigers.
Like you said earlier, Brian, every time the Rams and the Tigers play, it's a dogfight, and it goes down to the last series, just like it did tonight. And unfortunate, any time when the refs are doing a good job, you don't know they're there. We obviously, and the Rams probably feel the same way. They were obviously there and made an impact tonight on both sides.
Well, so this really comes down to turnovers. We can't turn the ball over.
No, you're right.
Right. I mean, this is all about, you take that first half away, we're coughing up the ball, we're throwing interception. We just gave the ball away too much. You take that that part of the game out of the equation, and we probably win this ball game. They coughed up the ball one time, one interception. The backs were sure-handed all night. The receivers were sure-handed. I mean, they played very, very well, and we are young, and we're going to learn from these type of ball games that we're going to get better. That's the good thing. The bad thing is we're going to be playing next week against an 0-2 Manatee team now. They lost.
Wow.
So someone is going to get their first win no matter what, and hopefully it's the Tigers.
Well, with the way they do these schedules here, and I know we're waiting for Coach Marino, we could win the district with this schedule with a 4-6 record and still be the #1 seed in the region, just because of this crazy schedule he's got us up. But that's the way it is to be competitive.
Just go back
in Florida.
2 years ago when Braden River had his worst season ever and
4-6, and what's the fifth
almost
seed?
beat us in the playoffs.
That's right. You're so right.
Yeah, it was.
That's what you got to do.
And that year with the RPI that we have here, I remember that Braden River team. It's like they played in the SEC West that year.
Yes.
So it was like, okay, who are you losing to? But they went through and had a lot of losses against really good opponents.
And
they played a great schedule.
You looked at the most difficult schedules in Florida. It was Palmetto #1 and Braden River #2.
And
that's what you got to do here in 2021.
And that was an amazing year where all the teams in our own that we had played before, we ended up playing them again.
To get to the region. Yes, our own district. We had to replay our district again.
Yeah.
And I could
have
see.
Coach Marino down here
we go.
getting ready to talk to the boys.
Thanks, Troy.
Hey, I said last week, right? We're close. We're really, really close to being a very, very, very good football team. We're undisciplined. That's my fault. Completely my fault. I will correct that. Trust me. Monday, we will get that fixed. I have the remedy. Trust me. I have the remedy. We will get that fixed. Okay? All we can do is go back to work in the morning and just be a little hungrier next week. Just a little bit hungrier. You're there. You're right there. We'll get it. Let's go. Bring it up. Get that on me. Get that on 3. 1, 2, 3. Get better. 8:30 in the morning. 8:30 in the morning. Everybody heard it. 8:30 in the morning. 8:30. We got to go to work. 8:30.
Coach, you're screaming 8:30 in the morning. You got to get back to work. Tale of two halves. You come out, you move the ball between the 10s, penalties and things hurt you. Give me your thoughts on the first half and the second half.
I mean, the kids are giving great effort. We just got to be a little bit more disciplined. You know what I mean? We shoot ourselves in the foot, whether it's turning the ball over in the red zone again, or whether it's just giving them penalties. You know, just giving them life. Just when we have them, we're not ready to knock people out. And that's unfortunately, that's all we got. There is no easy games on our schedule. Every game is a heavyweight fight. And you're going to stand toe-to-toe in the ring, and you're going to swap punches. And it just really comes down to whoever is more disciplined, who protects the football, and who wants to finish. In the end, that's going to be the difference between winning and losing.
Road test for your young Tigers. Again, like you said, just a battle of attrition. Riverview is a great program. They have some great players. And again, we talked about the penalties and other things like that. Talk about what's coming up down the road. We have some, like you said, it's a tough schedule, and you schedule that on purpose. Tell us why. Tell the fans why you did that.
Well, first of all, we don't have a choice. When you go back-to-back regional championships and you build a program the way we have, you don't have a choice. Nobody wants to play us. Nobody wants to play us except other regional champions, other state champions, other state finalists. So, I always used to say, we scheduled the tough games when we were inexperienced, when we were coming up. We ain't experienced anymore. We're Palmetto Tigers, back-to-back regional champions. That's what you get. You are going to get other regional champions every week, and we just got to learn how to beat these regional champions.
So you're a victim of the success, but yet and still you got.
Oh, we ain't a victim.
Not victims.
We're not a victim.
No, we're not going to play victim.
We will be fine. These
Good.
guys will rise to the occasion. Next week you'll see a more hungry, a more disciplined Tiger football team. I promise you.
You got a lot of freshmen and sophomores. Thank you, Coach, for your time. Great job. A lot of freshmen and sophomores making plays out here. I mean, we had Adonis Moise, who ran the long kickoff back, and we got a freshman quarterback and threw some touchdowns and made some plays. Our senior wide receiver came to work tonight, and our defense came to work, but it was just a little bit too little, too late. So we'll kick it back up to you guys.
Thank you very much, Troy. I think we've got some final statistics coming in from Steven Johnson. Just an exciting game here at the Ramble. Here's those final stats. How about breaking them down for us, Ken?
Yeah, the score kind of mirrors the stats. A 3-point Ram victory. Rushing, the Rams outdid the Tigers just by 20 yards, and then Tigers ended up ahead on the passing. Total for the Tigers, 262 to 220 for the Rams. Tale of two halves.
I want to say one thing. When you look at this score, 19 points tonight, right? A special teams kickoff return. All right, 22-19. If you think back 3 years ago and you think about how young this team is, you think about playing a majority of this team 3 years ago when they were freshmen and sophomores and they were getting better and we were able to take advantage of certain situations because of the experience we had on that team, the Jontes and the Hicksons and all these dynamic players, right, that we had. So, this is where we're going to be in a year or so. This is a talented and very experienced senior team. Senior leadership runs this team, and we've seen the way that they conduct business. We're disappointed. We know we could have won this game. We know that we can play better. And as long as those coaches continue to do what we know they're going to do, I say that we're ready and we're better when we get to Friday night. And Manatee's going to be on the other side of the field. I can see us getting better if you just look at 1 week from the next, last week compared to this week.
Oh, yeah.
Right? I mean, so I'm very excited about the future here.
Yeah, with that, an exciting game here tonight. I wanted to thank everyone here for being so hospitable to us, the TigerVision crew. And I especially thank the guys back in the stress box. You guys threw an A+ out there for us tonight. The multi-camera replays, slow motion shots, just incredible coverage. And kudos to Chad, Burton, Jordan Varnador, Seth Hoopengartner, Jay West among the crew, Nick Batchelder on sound. You guys just do a tremendous job. And we have one other cameraman and does a great, Chris, I believe his name. He does a great job for us here. And with that, I'm going to wrap it up. I do want to say a shout out to the memory of Doug Grabowski, a great part of the Palmetto football program. He passed away. Always there on the sideline. We just spoken to him a couple weeks ago in the game. So a shout out to the family of Doug Grabowski. Tonight's final score from the Ramble in Sarasota, Florida. The Palmetto Tigers 19, the Riverview Rams 22. Be sure to join us next week in beautiful Palmetto, Florida for the annual Cross River Rivalry as the Palmetto Tigers face the Manatee Hurricanes. We again thank you, the #1 fans in the world, for watching TigerVision as presented by Conley Buick GMC. Remember, fans, for great Manatee County high school football north of the Manatee River, you'll only find it here in our town with our team, Palmetto High School. One town, one team, go Tigers.